Good evening and welcome to Virginia's Blue Ridge. Inside of Berglund Center, this is Marksmen pregame on the Marksmen Radio Network and Hockey TV. Hi everybody, I'm Drew Blevins. Delighted to have you with us for what promises to be a really fun matchup between two teams that are both striving to keep up with the rest of the SPHL. What we saw last weekend between these two teams is a game that ended up being a little bit of a slogfest, especially through the second period. While it was Roanoke to come out to an early lead in this game, I was impressed with the way Fayetteville answered the bell and was able to maintain a really good composure throughout the first few punches thrown by the rail yard Dawgs. That's something they're going to have to do again tonight as Roanoke has restocked the roster, and we'll get into the changes and what those mean here momentarily. All in all, tonight is an important game for both of these teams. For Roanoke, looking to get out of the cellar of the SPHL. For Fayetteville, looking to keep pace with Evansville, who won both of their games last weekend. Let's go ahead and step aside for these messages from Elkert. This is Marksmen Pregame.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads. Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads. Sometimes the guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. So puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
We welcome you. Fayetteville Marksman Corey Melkert. Coach, you scored a huge win last weekend. Congratulations on your first win as a professional coach. Take me through that moment as that final horn sounds. You win 4-1.
Yeah, it feels really good, but at the end of the day, I still have to be a coach, and, I recognize we got a long way to go here, so I can't get too high. The guys can't get too high here, and we got a lot to work on. We need to be a better hockey team than we were last Friday.
I want to talk about this game in reverse, starting with the third period. You guys came out with a vengeance, scored 4 unanswered goals in the last 12:35 of that third period. What was the key for you guys to be able to finish so strong?
Yeah, they just went to work. That's marksman hockey. I think the first period, we were a little nervous, a little on our heels, but that's to be expected. A lot of guys haven't played hockey in a while. So third period, we just came out, we put some pucks behind their defensemen, and we just went to work. And, obviously we got rewarded for that.
It's still a young team. How are you combating those nerves and for a lot of these guys playing their first handful of games in professional hockey?
Just getting them involved early. I think we've been fortunate enough now the last, 10 days we've got some veterans in here that'll, calm them down. We picked up a big piece today in McCloy, and, he's really good with the young guys in the dressing room. So, just getting them involved, just keep working. That's our biggest thing.
Second period of that hockey game got a little scrappy. It started with Brant Sherwood running over Jason Pulaski. Carter Struthers answers the bell. Then Travis Armstrong gets tied up by your bench, ends up breaking out in a fight between Bryce Farrell and Sean Leonard. You told me last time you knew this was going to be an aggressive team. They take on the personality of their head coach. Now that you've seen this opponent, how are you preparing for that scrappiness and being ready for what's to come?
Yeah, we just have to outwork them. You know, I know what to expect out of the team over there, and to be honest, I respect them a lot. They work hard, they're in your face, and they play a gritty style of hockey, and I can respect that. You know, I have a lot of respect for our guys that kind of answer the bell there. You know, obviously it's still a piece of the game, and you know, I think people that know me know I definitely respect guys that can answer the bell. So I'm proud of them, and I'm proud of the way they responded.
Take me through your week this week with a constantly evolving roster. You had talked about bringing in Taylor McCloy, signed yesterday, but you also pick up one of the youngest players in the SPHL in Kobe Moriso, who just turned 21 this week, a guy coming out of the WHL and the Regina Pats. What's it like to have somebody that new and that fresh to the pro game coming in and making his pro debut tonight?
Yeah, it's nothing new. You know, I've been around this league, you know, for a little bit now, and pro hockey changes daily, if not hourly. You know, so it's really nothing new for me. But in terms of Kobe, you know, I'm excited to see him play. He's a big body. He skates really well. He played at a high level hockey in the WHL, so I'm excited to see him out there tonight.
Have you ever given any thought to the roster moves Roanoke has made, bringing in a goaltender like Austin Rodebush, who's played in this league a while, big body, moves well, losing Carter Allen, what their blue line and their constantly evolving roster looks like, or are you solely focused on what your team brings? Yeah,
I'm just focused on us, to be completely honest. I think if we do what we need to do and we take care of ourselves, I think we'll get the results we want. Not even now, but you know, at the end of the year when it's most important.
Last week you told me the key was to compete. What's the key to winning tonight?
Compete.
Coach, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
He's the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. We'll be right back with more Marksmen pregame after these messages. This is Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on the Marksmen Radio Network.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Marksman fans, you've waited over 18 months, but on Saturday, October 30th at 6 p.m., your Fayetteville Marksmen return to the Crown Coliseum. Join us before the game at the Crown Complex Plaza to enjoy our Halloween bash with trick-or-treating, games, and music. And then we take on the Macon Mayhem at 6 p.m. A post-game skate follows that Saturday night action. Skate to marksmanhockey.com and click the Tickets tab to secure yours today. And all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
We welcome you back inside Berglund Center, Roanoke, Virginia. Drew Blevins along with you. This is Marksman pregame. Let's go ahead and have a look at tonight's roster changes. There are a handful of them from both sides. We'll start with your Fayetteville Marksmen. The additions to this team are plentiful, and this should mean you're going to see the Marksmen have an increased ability to put the puck in the back of the net. And I think for Corey Melkert, that was something he wanted to see early in the contest based on what he said during his pregame interview. He wanted his team to go to work earlier. He mentioned the addition of Taylor McCloy, who signed yesterday with the team. McCloy returns after a 17-goal 2019-2020 season, and it's good to see a veteran like that get back in the lineup. So Shane Bednard, who had previously been kind of the elder statesman on the team, along with Don Oliveri, who hadn't played perhaps as many games with the Marksmen as he had over the course of his career. But having that veteran presence is critical. You also pick up some experience in a guy like Marley Quince, who has played in the ECHL with Reading in South Carolina. Of note, the ECHL also begins their regular season tonight. More on that coming up during our first intermission. Kobe Morrisseau signed the day after Fayetteville beat Roanoke. That would be all the way back on Saturday. Morrisseau is the youngest player in the SPHL right now. He just turned 21 years old back on October 18th. So a happy belated birthday to Morrisseau. And then Stefano Durante will back up Jason Pawlowski in net tonight, making his pro debut on the bench. For the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, they lose Carter Allen to South Carolina in the ECHL, but they add one of the best goaltenders in the SPHL last season. That's Austin Rodebush, who played last year in Knoxville. But prior to that, in the 1920 season, after a star-studded start to the season with the FPHL's Menor Icebreakers and 14 games in the Fed, he came to Roanoke and really, along with Henry Dill, helped that Rail Yard Dog team stay in the playoff race deep into the season. They've also added Bryce Martin, and Nick Ford is on the roster, but he is a healthy scratch this evening. Let's take one more pause during Marksman pregame. We'll be right back with our keys to victory. This is Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads,
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly.
Mikey?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
One last time during Marksman pregame, we welcome you back to Berglund Center in Roanoke, Virginia. Let's go ahead and turn our attention to tonight's keys to the game. We'll start things off with the visitor. Your Fayetteville Marksmen are a team that will have an advantage in this game. They have more experience with the roster moves they made, but I think the biggest thing and one of the biggest improvements that Fayetteville is going to need to make compared to last weekend's game is they have to start quickly. If the Marksmen are a team that's able to come out and pounce on Roanoke and force the Rail Yard Dogs to play from behind, we saw just how stagnant that offense can get, especially in the second and third period. Outside of that, I think the other thing the Marksmen have to do is find a way to get an advantage on special teams. You know there's going to be penalties throughout the course of a hockey game, and these two teams are in the cellar of power play. Fayetteville went 0 for 2 in Friday's win. Roanoke went 0 for 3. I think you're going to see both teams start to break out the speed a little bit more as both teams have had an opportunity to get their legs under them. But Fayetteville is going to need to stay out of the penalty box and find a way to convert when they are on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. If you're the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, I don't think you change the identity of who you are. Dan Bremner has always had a strong identity with his Rail Yard Dogs team. They are a smash-mouth hockey club. They want to come out, they want to hit you in the mouth, and they want you to know that they're in charge. The whole thing about that is you have to be able to back that up with the 5-on-5 play. And quite frankly, Roanoke did not stand up to Fayetteville's conditioning throughout the entirety of the hockey game last Friday. Roanoke has to find a way to stay with Fayetteville throughout the course of the game, and while they are going to be rough and tumble, they cannot be rough and tumble to no end. It has to set up something in the offensive zone, and that was a connection they simply did not have last Friday. Also for Dan Bremner and company, I think it's important that you have a look at your goaltending situation. This was the strangest thing to me. Brody Clays, who was just signed this week, will actually back up Austin Rodebush in tonight's contest. The reason that's surprising is because Henry Dill, I thought, played a very good hockey game and kept his team in it, especially in the second period where he made 2 highlight reel saves on the marksman man advantage. When you have a look at how important goaltending is, and you look at the goaltending matchup on paper, you will be hard-pressed to find a better goaltending tandem in the SPHL than Austin Rodebush and Henry Dill. It's on the Fayetteville Marksmen to find a way to get the puck by Rodebush early and test a guy who at one point rattled off 10 straight SPHL wins last year. But again, for Dan Bremner and company, it all comes back to being able to support your defensive hard-nosed style of play with supplementary offense. We'll see if the Rail Yard Dogs are able to get it going tonight. That'll do it for us on Marksman pregame. Thanks so much for joining us. Puck drop between Fayetteville and Roanoke is next. Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Marksman fans, you've waited over 18 months, but on Saturday, October 30th at 6 p.m., your Fayetteville Marksmen return to the Crown Coliseum. Join us before the game at the Crown Complex Plaza to enjoy our Halloween bash with trick-or-treating, games, and music. And then we take on the Macon Mayhem at 6 p.m. A post-game skate follows that Saturday night action. Skate to marksmanhockey.com and click the Tickets tab to secure yours today.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
A resounding rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner will get us started here in Roanoke, Virginia. As tonight, the Fayetteville Marksmen look to make it a 2-0 start against one of their closest rivals in league play. Hi, everybody. I'm Drew Blevins. Delighted to have you with us on another Friday night. Time for hockey in Roanoke as the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs 0-1-0 face off against the 1-0-0 Fayetteville Marksmen, who are a half game out of first place in the SPHL. Let's go ahead and have a glance at tonight's starting lineups. We'll start with the Fayetteville Marksmen. It'll be Harrison Harper and Jarrett Cupp on defense, with Kobe Morisseau in his pro debut, along with Bryce Farrell. Armstrong will be on the blue line alongside of Sean Leonard. The forward group is Mac Jansen, Brady Hepner, and Jeff Jones. Will get to the starting goaltenders in a minute. Derek Boehm is our referee tonight. The Rail Yard Dawgs are in their traditional home blue uniforms. Dawgs written in gold script across the front. White numericals, blue breezers, blue socks. The Marksmen in their road white uniforms, black numericals, black breezers, white socks. We are set and ready to go from Virginia's Blue Ridge. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one from Berglund Center. Dumped in, and Jason Pulaski will take it behind the Fayetteville goal, shoots it around the near side boards. It eludes the stick of Mac Jansen, and Sean Leonard dumps it back low. Pass to the front. A long shot from Jansen, chested away by Pulaski, who's tested early, and Roanoke controls in their own zone after a clear from Fayetteville. Back behind his own net is Travis Armstrong, a big-bodied defenseman who is the captain of this Rail Yard Dawgs team. Armstrong slides a pass to the near wing. Jansen brings it in onside. He has Jeff Jones driving the net. Here's a shot that misses through the goal mouth. Armstrong collects it far side boards, dumps it to the far side corner where the puck bounces around, and Shane Bednard will take it. Turns it over the breakout pass. Here's a long shot by C.J. Stubbs that's turned out by Pulaski. Fayetteville will send it up off the glass and out of play. No penalty because it did hit the plexiglass, and that'll give us our first pause with 19:07 to go in the first period. Gives us an opportunity to have a look at tonight's starting goaltenders. For the Marksmen, it's Jason Pulaski with a 1-0 record, a .926 save percentage, and a 1.00 goals against average. Both of those statistics are the top of the SPHL. Austin Rodebush will get the start in net for the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs. His first SPHL action of the season, as last weekend he was still in ECHL camp with the Toledo Walleye in his hometown of Toledo, Ohio. And there are many Rail Yard Dawg fans excited to see the 6'3" netminder back in goal for the blue and gold. Brought up the far side boards as Matt Beer brings it ahead. Dumped into the zone by C.J. Stubbs as he spins it from the far blue line into the near side corner. It'll be picked up behind the net by the Marksmen as they'll try to settle the pace. This is Don Oliveri out of Philadelphia. Oliveri works to the far boards, puts his stick under the puck and chips it all the way ahead. He nearly landed it on Marley Quince's head. It rolls into Rodebush, who has to steer it into the far side corner where Taylor Best was lurking for it. Now skated ahead by Josh Nenadal. He'll headman the puck as being knocked from his feet was Billy Vizzo. Rolled up through the middle as Tanner Fraze tries to backhand it. He was looking far side for Best, who had a beat on the puck. Now stolen away by Oliveri at the attacking blue line. He works to the far boards and rolls it in on 2 hops to Rodebush, who collects it on the paddle of his goal stick and will melt it down with 18:07 remaining in the opening frame of play. Don Oliveri, the oldest player on this Marksman team at 30 years old, has turned in over 200 SPHL games in his career, a product of Nazareth College, who has bounced all around the minor leagues, including back in Berlin, New Hampshire in the FPHL, where he started his career before coming up and playing for teams like Mississippi in the SPHL, and finally found his way to Fayetteville. Off to the far side boards, across the red line, dumped in by the rail yard Dawgs and taken there by Sam Storman, who turns the puck over. Vizzo with a little help from Logan Fredericks, who now takes it over and dumps it to the far boards. Taken there by one of the new acquisitions for the Marksmen, Alexis Girard. More on him momentarily. Glover backhands through center. It's chipped ahead by Tanner Fraze, who is looking for Bednard. Now bounces back to Fraze. He shoots it all the way down. This will be icing against the Marksmen with 17:28 to go in the first period. Alexis Girard making his SPHL debut tonight. Played 17 games with the now defunct Elmira Enforcers in the FPHL last year. Told me he was excited to join a team like this. He's another 6'5 defenseman to accompany Carter Struthers. And this is going to be a lot of fun to see what he brings to the table. Last year, he was a stalwart stay-at-home defenseman for the Elmira Enforcers, but does have the ability to help on the power play with a hard, heavy slap shot. Along the blue line, this will be dumped ahead by Shake. Bouncing in the far side corner, reaching after it is Mac Jansen, who feeds it up to the point. Near side Shake holds and fires a long shot that ricochets off of Jansen's stick and wide. Fayetteville, the first team to it far boards. They'll send it to the near side as the puck just does trickle into attacking ice, but Shake will dump it back ahead. Taken by Matt McNair in back of his own goal. He'll get help from another veteran defenseman in Jarrett Cupp. Crafty play off the far boards as he bounced it to Morisseau, but it's taken back by the rail yard Dawgs. At the red line, near side boards, Jeff Jones 9-irons it into the zone where Alexis Girard will take it. Behind the net, Jarrett Cupp will settle things down as the Marksmen get off on a line change. 3.5 minutes gone by in the first period of this one, still scoreless from the Blue Ridge Mountains in the state of Virginia. On a night where it's starting to feel a little bit more like hockey weather here, as we had dipped into the low 60s when the Marksmen arrived. Cupp sends it ahead down the far side boards. It ricocheted off of a body, so icing his wave, though Austin Rodebush was calling for it in his goal crease. To the far side corner, McNair spins to the point. Cupp has a lane, fires off the blocker of Rodebush. The rebound collected by the Fayetteville Marksmen. Holding on to the puck and turning with it is FX Girard. His shot ricochets off the skate of Tommy Picorni and out of play. It was interesting to go through the roster this weekend. Every now and then you'll see two Joneses or two Smiths or two guys with fairly common names on the same roster. How about Girard? How much digging do you think Corey Melkert had to do to find not only FX Girard, Francois Xavier coming out of Quebec, but also Alexis Girard coming out of Quebec also. Turnover, far face-off circle, pass to the slot. The attempt fanned on to the point. Cupp winds and fires a slap shot, and Rodebush calmly steers it up into the glass. Taylor Best, Johnny on the spot, and he fed it into the middle as he was looking to get the puck to Taylor McCloy, looking to pick up where he left off last year. And McCloy could not find a way to get a stick to the puck. 15:37 remaining in the opening frame of play. Fayetteville 0, Roanoke 0. Both teams have put a pair of shots on goal. Marksmen win the draw. McCloy chips it ahead. Rodebush collects in his hands and melts it. Austin Rodebush, one of the many players in this contest coming out of Adrian College. Stalwart netminder there, but was not heavily recruited by any pro teams after his D3 collegiate career. So ended up settling in Mentor, Ohio, playing for the Mentor Icebreakers, a team no longer in existence in the FPHL, was picked up by the Rail Yard Dawgs in December of 2019, stayed with Roanoke through the entirety of the SPHL season from that point on, and really hasn't ever sniffed the FPHL again. He's been that good. You look at some of his keys to success. He's a calm netminder, and he moves incredibly well for a guy who's toting around a 6'3 frame and over 200 pounds. Oliveri, backhand pass to the outside faceoff circle. Now Fraze's shot blocked on the way through as that one ricocheted off the shin pad of Chris Vella. to the far corner boards now. Carter Sheik has the puck, trying to move it up to the near side boards. Bednard takes it away from him. Now Glover frays his one-timer, blocked by Vela again. Yeoman's work by Roanoke's number 77, but a mental mistake here as he dumps it down the near side boards and all the way down. No change coming, but a rest on the way. 14:33 to go first period. We'll be right back. 0-0 the score between Fayetteville and Roanoke.
Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
14:33 to go in the first period. Fayetteville 0, Roanoke 0. And a good pace to this game so far, and I think that's something that's been the most impressive portion of this contest, for me at least so far, is you look at just how quickly this game is picking up its pace, and this is in stark contrast to what we saw last weekend. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Austin Rodebush, and Fayetteville attacking ice. It's won cleanly by the Marksmen, but Cup unable to handle it to the blue line, so he'll force everybody to touch back up as the Marksmen dump it in, and the rail yard Dawgs get off, completing a line change they were prevented from after the icing. And that's been a new rule in the SPHL this year. The only time that you will not get immediate timeout is if a goal scored. Chance for Fayetteville, a long wrist shot by Fraze, kicked out by the far leg pad of Rodebush. Fayetteville resets. Harper, near face-off circle, looks down low, trying to hit Bednard. Now taken by Drake Glover. Fed up to the point. Harper sends it far side corner, picked up by Tanner Fraze, who reverses field into the middle for a cutting Jarrett Cup off his backhand and harmlessly into the near corner. Cup jockeying for position as this will be bounced up and out of the zone by Sean Leonard. Fayetteville collects its center to the far side boards. Now Morisseau toe drags on his backhand, lifts it off the outside of the net. What a move by Kobe Morisseau in his first pro game. He gets rocked, and a welcome to the SPHL moment by Sheik. Brought up by the rail yard Dogs now. Laid off the near side glass as Jeff Jones will allow Jansen to go chase for it. Struthers using the long reach to kick to the far side. Swept back in toward the front. Pulaski had the paddle down and ready. Nearly sprung an odd man rush the other way. Now push forward for Oliveri down the near side wing. All over the puck is Bryce Martin as he goes in back of Rodebush to collect it. Turned it over to Morisseau. Morisseau awaiting reinforcement. Slides into the slot. Here's McCloy. His shot shut down by Rodebush, who will freeze the puck. Kobe Morisseau getting an opportunity to touch the puck here early. On the bus ride to Roanoke last week, Corey Melkert was watching the junior tape of Morisseau, who has played most of his junior career with the Regina Pats of the WHL, and he was laughing because he knew that he had found a diamond in the rough. And again, a happy belated birthday to Morisseau, the youngest player in the SPHL, who just turned 21 on Tuesday. Dumped in by McCloy as going after the puck is Matt O'Day, getting his first touch of the evening. O'Day skates it ahead. He gets by McCloy. This may be an odd man rush. His wrist shot turned out by Pulaski. The rebound, Jason Pulaski tracks it and finds it and covers. Jason Pulaski, of course, had a highlight reel save in the second period of last weekend's contest. After giving up the first shot he faced of the season, he's since turned out 25 straight shots, and you can count that ticker up to 29 straight with the 4 Roanokes put on in this game. 12:32 remaining in the opening frame, still scoreless between Fayetteville and Roanoke. Delighted to have you with us. False start off the face-off. Brant Sherwood going blade to blade with Shane Bednard. Sherwood's going to be removed from the face-off circle. That'll force C.J. Stubbs to take over. Nearly another false start as the far wings jump. The officials will let it go and will play on in Roanoke's attacking zone. C.J. Stubbs backhands to the point for Sean Leonard, pushes it far side. Armstrong with a wrist shot through traffic, deflected off a body on the way through, and then it's pushed wide by Sherwood lurking in front. Leonard holds the line for the rail yard Dawgs, a two-hopper into the goaltender's trapezoid. The Fayetteville defense is there. Picked up by Bednard as he stick handles a couple of times and feeds it over toward the Fayetteville bench side boards. Tanner Frey's looking for it. It bounces over his stick. He gets off on a change. Hard takedown at center. Fayetteville has the puck. Will keep playing. Cup feeds it ahead as he was looking for a cutting Marley Quince. Bounces off of a rail yard Dawg stick and is taken back behind the net by Roanoke. Leonard playing pitch and catch with Bryce Martin, two former FPHL defensemen as recently as last year. Josh Nenadal takes a run at Alexis Girard, who sidesteps him as Bryce Martin has the puck up the near boards. Gives it away to his former teammate Girard. They both played together in Elmira. Dumped below the goal line. This is Taylor Best, who gives to Marley Quince. Quince pushes behind the net for McCloy, who has to reverse field to the far side boards. Best spins it up to the point. Now Girard, near side, sends a wrist shot off of Logan Fredericks. It bounces to the near face-off circle. Picked up there by the rail yard Dawgs in the form of Logan Fredericks. Brings it down the near boards and into attacking ice. A stick check provided there by Girard on the back check play and brought ahead by Fayetteville. It rolls too hot off the stick of Bryce Farrell in his first shift of the game, and it'll be picked up again by the rail yard Dawgs. Up the near boards, Fredericks reaching for a pass from Armstrong, stolen away by Alexis Girard. Brought ahead to Matt McNair. Warrior SPHL co-player of the week as Armstrong gives a shoulder into McNair. Roanoke has it on the far side of the ice. Quickly skated ahead. McNair runs hard into Brady Hepner, forcing him to turn the puck over to the Fayetteville defense. Hard pass ahead for Morisseau. It hops over top of his stick, and this is going to be icing. 10:34 to go in the first period, 34 seconds away from our next media timeout. And I think the officials are going to admit a mistake here on the icing call. And that was my thought initially, is that puck looked like it either ticked off Kobe Morisseau's stick or barely hopped over it. And the officials say, you know what, I think it did touch. So a good piece of officiating there to admit the mistake and have the face-off at center. This is going to roll below the Fayetteville goal line, where Carter Struthers is going to pick this one up and push it to the far side boards. Taken by Matt McNair, who feeds Farrell crossing the blue line, but Morisseau was offside on the zone entry. 10:16 remaining in this first period. And I think you're going to see that a lot with some of the Marksmen younger players, because it moves at a different speed. You've got a guy like Morisseau who tore it up in the WHL and then has already played 3 games with the Dauphin Kings out of Manitoba earlier this year. And it's a lot different. Junior hockey, college hockey, pro hockey at the different levels. You have to adjust to the speed. Taken away behind the net. Here's a chance off the far side pad of Austin Rodebush on a turnover below the goal line. Roanoke looking to clean up the puck possession here. This is Brant Sherwood. Puck in capable hands here. Brought it ahead of the blue line, but pushed it too far. Fayetteville has it coming back the other direction. Fed to the far face-off circle. Here comes Drake Glover. Tried to tuck it short side. Loose puck into the far side corner it goes. Picked up there by the rail yard Dawgs and headman for Sherwood. Ahead of the blue line on the far side. Puck taken away from him by Cup and Drake Glover. Spun near wing. In neutral ice and skating it forward is Sean Leonard. Drops a pass back for Nenadal, who fires a one-timer wide off the end boards. Roanoke has it. Wrist shot kicked out by Pulaski. Nenadal to the rebound far corner. He skates it up to the far blue line. Drops for Travis Armstrong into the middle. A one-timer. Rebound! Jason Pulaski with the pads down and ready. Keeps this game tied at 0. 9:14 to go in the first period. Fayetteville and Roanoke, a good one so far.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
9:14 to go, first period. We welcome you back inside Berglund Center. Drew Blevins alongside you on the Marksman Radio Network and Hockey TV. Fayetteville 0, Roanoke 0. This has been a good one so far. Face-off will be in Roanoke attacking ice to the blocker side of Jason Pawlowski, who has made a couple of very good saves early on in this contest. And Fayetteville's going to need that continued type of goaltending throughout the season. And while Marksman fans may remember that Pawlowski did log 2 games in a Marksman uniform, most of his SPHL experience came last year in Huntsville. He was playing in back of Max Milasek. Backhanded into the middle toward Taylor McCloy. It's batted away, and now Alexis Girard on his horse to get to the puck. Backhands to his far defensive partner and receives it back near side. Headmans for Marley Quince, who gains the blue line. Turns into the middle looking for Taylor Best, the product of Mercyhurst. Stolen away on the far side boards by Vizzo, who has to turn it back for Armstrong. Nearly gave it away behind the net to FX Girard. On the far side wing, Nenadal turns it over to Taylor Best. Backhanded toward the slot. Armstrong sniffs it out. Has the puck on his forehand. Sends it off the far boards and now brings it ahead. This is Vizzo. One-on-one wrist shot. Misses wide at the far side goalpost. Scooped up by the Marksmen as they'll bring it ahead. FX Girard gains the red line, dumps it in, lets Morisseau go to chase. Rodebush out of his net to play the puck. Backhands it to the near boards. Here's a long shot from McNair, steered out with a blocker by Rodebush. Near side corner, puck battle continues. Now it squirts out behind the net. Matt McNair gives to Cup, looking into the middle for FX Girard. His pass too hot to handle as this puck will escape and head back out toward neutral ice. Cup retreating into his own zone. Turn it over in the breakout pass. Bryce Martin brings it ahead, but Jeff Jones was offside. Roanoke fans not particularly thrilled about the call on that one. Bryce Martin and Alexis Girard, former teammates last season in Elmira, New York, with the Enforcers of the FPHL. It's always interesting to see when former teammates get the opportunity to compete against each other. I'm sure that's a feeling that very few people get the opportunity to experience unless you're playing collegiate or pro sports. Harper around the far boards, now Tanner Fraze watches it squirt off of the inside of his skate and brings it ahead to Jarrett Cup. Cup crosses the line, he's onside, will retreat to the near blue line and dump it in below the goal line. A hard hit behind the net, and we're going to get a penalty here. And now we got to keep an eye on Zach Sheik, who was slow to get up. In an awkward collision, we're going to see our game's first penalty, as it'll be Drake Glover to go to the box. He'll have a seat for boarding. Penalty comes with 7:18 to go in the first period. And that'll put the Marksmen on the Freddy's frozen custard and Steakburgers penalty kill. Custard and Steakburgers on Ramsey Street. Delicious treats for everybody, from their fresh, juicy steak burgers to their cool, refreshing frozen treats. Freddy's is more than your average American hamburger restaurant. A good start to the Freddy's penalty kill, not only in this one as Fayetteville gets a clear, but on the season as a whole. The Marksmen are 3 for 3 on the Freddy's penalty kill. Into the middle, a great chance for Roanoke. CJ Stubbs in front. Pawlowski in his goal crease stands tall. Stubbs is somebody you have to watch out for, as he'll cut in with speed. And a bigger-bodied forward normally doesn't move that fast. Here's Stubbs. Near side half wall, backhands it below the goal line to Brady Hepner. Pass in front, on net it goes. Pawlowski finds it and freezes it. A takedown in front of the net sends a Roanoke helmet flying. I think that was Matt Beer in front of the net. Fortunately, in Beer's case, whistle blows as he immediately started covering the top of his head. He'll get off on a line change here. That was a new rule in hockey a couple of years ago, that if your helmet comes off during the course of play, you are not allowed to keep playing as you were just as recently as 2017. You have to skate directly to the bench if your helmet comes off. And if you follow along with the Marksmen enough this season, you may see a penalty called for that. Here's a shot that goes right off the body of Carter Struthers in front. Struthers now to the near corner, pins his man on the boards, allowing Don Oliveri to get to the puck, and he'll wrist it on goal all the way down to Austin Rodebush, who now has to test his puck-playing skills. CJ Stubbs in his own zone, drops for Armstrong, here pirouettes, and they'll bring it back up ice. Armstrong crossing the red line between the face-off circles, dumps it in, looking for Jeff Jones. Taken by Bednard, and we're going to get a whistle from the far linesman. That was a delayed offside. I think what happened there is Roanoke just got a little bit of happy feet coming over the blue line. So Phil Russler, one of our linesmen tonight, will have the opportunity to drop the puck. McNair and Sherwood will face off for it with 5:59 to go in the first period. Won by Matt McNair, who is really enjoying a great start to his SPHL career. Product of Adrian College, scored 2 goals. And initially, we thought he only had 1 assist. He was later retroactively given a second for 4 points. He's second in the SPHL in points after a game played. Rodebush directing traffic on the clear-out attempt. Just 15 seconds remaining in the Freddy's penalty kill for Fayetteville. Bryce Martin totes the puck ahead of the blue line, drops for Sherwood. He'll toe drag, looking for a lane, finds Martin near wing. Martin's shot blockered away by Pawlowski, gives it right to Tanner Fraze. This could spring an opportunity. Pass to the penalty box side board, sniffed out on a superb play by Martin, who will then force Fayetteville offside as Glover tried to collect the puck, but it went over the blue line first. 5:13 to go in the first period. Drake Glover, while he didn't get the SPHL Player of the Week honors, it was somebody who also showed out, had the game-tying and game-winning goal in Fayetteville's 4-1 win last Friday against Roanoke. From Anchorage, Alaska, was a proud member of the Seawolves hockey team, the University of Alaska Anchorage. Below the goal line in Roanoke's attacking zone. Jockeying for position is Logan Fredericks for Roanoke. Carter Struthers making that difficult and kicks it to Don Oliveri, who will lift this on his backhand all the way up and down. It hops over Matt O'Day's stick, but he'll have to chase it in back of Rodebush. Good forecheck by Fayetteville, but O'Day able to craftily get around. He'll carry it into attacking ice, may have a lane, tries to lift it on to Pawlowski. Puck is loose. Pawlowski finds it in the blue paint and freezes. 4:34 to go in the first period. We'll finish up the opening frame after these messages from our corporate partners. This is Marksman Hockey.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
.434 remaining in the opening period of play in Berglund Center, Roanoke, Virginia. Fayetteville 0, Roanoke 0. Rail Yard Dawgs have come to life here after Fayetteville controlled the pace of play through the first 5 or so minutes of this hockey game. Face-off will be to the glove side of Pawlowski. Jeff Jones will take it for the Rail Yard Dawgs against FX Girard, who wins it for Fayetteville as this puck comes screaming up the near boards. It hits Brady Hepner, who's down on all fours. Hepner trying to get off to the bench. He will, as Shane Bednard has the puck for Fayetteville. Gives behind the net for Carter Struthers, who finds Drake Glover up the near wing. He'll skate it to the safety of center, gains the red line and dumps it in as he is punished by Josh Nenadal. Puck squirts in between the face-off circles, but nobody home for Fayetteville. Now Glover will get hard into Travis Armstrong, who will take a look and see the 18 on Glover's back. Brought ahead by Josh Nenadal. He's the head man, skating the puck in, backhands a pass to Jeff Jones. His shot into the chest of Pawlowski, who will melt it, as Nenadal was right in front, and Don Oliveri takes exception. And we'll have a meeting of the minds in front of Jason Pawlowski. Coming up during our first period intermission report, you won't want to miss our conversation with the Warrior SPHL Co-Player of the Week, Matt McNair. We'll also have a recap of what you saw during the first period and get you all teed up for the final 40 minutes of regulation. Stay tuned with us. That's on our Marksman Intermission Report, the Marksman Radio Network, and Hockey TV. 3:54 remaining in the first period. The face-off will be to the blocker side of Jason Pawlowski. McNair will take the draw, but he's ejected from the face-off circle. That means Taylor Best will come in to vie for the puck. He loses the draw as Sean Leonard sends it down the near side boards. In back of Pawlowski, Cup looking for it. Now Harrison Harper has to take the puck. Sends it up the near boards looking for Bryce Farrell, who's knocked to his knees by Armstrong. Puck squirts back behind of Pawlowski, and Jarrett Cup will settle things down. Pressured by Christian Vela. Backhanded ahead. Cup didn't get good wood on it. Puck does not get out. 2-by-2, they battle on the far side boards. Now it comes screaming out to Kobe Morisseau. 3-on-2 defensively. Morisseau, shimmy, shake, and bake move as he works into the near side corner. Hard hit on Bryce Farrell as the puck moved into the middle. McNair nearly had an opportunity. Good to see Farrell get up so quickly as he was actually launched off of his feet and hit head first into the boards. Billy Vizzo for Roanoke slides it into the middle. He was looking for a punch play from Sean Leonard. Hard hit by Bryce Martin. He'll take a couple of cross checks from Marley Quince. Poked free to Morisseau, who leads Quince ahead. He'll skate it up, crossing the red line at the near side boards, loses the puck to Stubbs, who finds Sherwood. He comes ahead of the blue line, but he is offside with 2:46 to go in the first period. Phil Rusler has been a busy man patrolling the Roanoke attacking blue line. So the faceoff will be at center. It's won by Fayetteville, and the Marksmen hold it. Brought ahead on a pass that ricocheted off the stick of Stubbs, and Tommy Picorni gets to the puck first. Rolls it around the end boards. Matt Beer takes down his man. We'll keep going as Beer got his stick tied up in the skates of the attacking forward, and it looks like that may have stung Taylor McCloy. Roanoke will bring it into attacking ice, near corner, stolen away as Fayetteville brings it up ice far side. Marley Quince hangs on to it in the far corner. He sends a pass to Tanner Fraze, who has it in the slot, spins one over top the net on a good chance for the Marksmen. To the point, Cup sends it back to the near wing. Taylor Best, now far side blue line. Holding for his shot is Harrison Harper. Fires a long wrister, watched into the chest of Rodebush. No rebound given. 2 minutes remaining in the first period of this one. Roanoke out shooting Fayetteville 12-9. And if you'll recall, if you followed along with us last Friday, Fayetteville didn't have 12 shots until 5 minutes to go in a second period. So a much different pace and feel to this one, and you see really the difference that a week of practice can make and a couple of new additions. Rolling puck and a hard takedown far boards. I believe that was deemed offside. As Carter Struthers tried to poke the puck back in to the attacking zone, and it was. More discussion on the far side wing. These two teams will see each other 15 more times after tonight. And you may go, well, Drew, that doesn't sound like a lot. Well, it does when you put into perspective it's only going to be a 56-game season. Makes for a great rivalry, though. Brought ahead through center by Glover. He's got a stick up in his midsection from Jeff Jones. This is going to be hooking. A great job by Drake Glover to keep his feet moving and draw the penalty call here. 18:31 into the first period. Jones for hooking. It'll be Fayetteville's third opportunity of the season on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. St. Peter Pest Control provides full in-home pest control and treatment, and they'll send all your bugs to see St. Peter Pest Control. Up the near side boards, line held momentarily, but one good hard shove from Nenadal will knock Bednard off the puck as Fayetteville will retreat all the way behind of Jason Pawlowski and look to reset on this man advantage opportunity. Brought ahead by Bednard as he collects from Oliveri. Bednard swings it to the near side wing, looking to turn it up to the point, loses it to Bryce Martin. This is an odd man rush, shorthanded. Martin with Nenadal. He shoots, blocked on a great back-checking play by Don Oliveri. Martin keeping possession of the puck, shoots it as he was looking to tuck it into the far side corner. Pulaski had the paddle down ready, so it harmlessly ricochets back out through center. But the rail yard Dogs are the team controlling the puck. Sherwood winds and fires. His slapper affected by Matt McNair from behind. Now the Marksmen will get to the puck. Morisseau will touch to Oliveri. Headmans to Taylor Best. Best crosses the blue line with McNair and Morisseau. Best slides by his man O'Day, who just got enough of the puck to disrupt the move. Oliveri trying to hold the line for Fayetteville. It's clubbed out of the zone by Sherwood. 15 seconds to go first period. 45 remaining on the St. Peter Pest Control power play for the Marksmen. Up the far side boards. Carried in, and here's a long wrist shot by FX Girard. Catches the boards, nearly set up Best for an opportunity. Roanoke has it, flipped up to Oliveri, who holds the line. He winds and fires a slap shot. That came after the horn, and now Nenadal tackles Oliveri. And we'll see those two drop the gloves and wrestle with each other on the ice. Nenadal having to be physically pulled away from Don Oliveri. Or excuse me, rather, that was Sean Leonard. Oliveri settles himself, and some fireworks at the end of the first period. Through 20 minutes of play, the score remains Roanoke 0, Fayetteville 0. We'll be right back after these messages with our first period intermission report. This is Marksman Hockey.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Marksman fans, your Fayetteville Marksmen return to the Crown Coliseum. Join us before the game at the Crown Complex Plaza to enjoy our Halloween bash with trick-or-treating, games, and music. And then we take on the Macon Mayhem at 6 p.m. A post-game skate follows that Saturday night action. Skate to marksmanhockey.com and click the Tickets tab to secure yours today. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
I always think that one of the favorite things you get to see throughout minor league hockey is the showcase of the different youth programs in the area. And already in the Mighty Mites game here at the Berglund Center, we've seen more goals than we have in the pro game from the Berglund Center tonight as we welcome you into the broadcast booth. Drew Blevins alongside you. Fayetteville 0, Roanoke 0 in a game that feels a lot different from the last time these two teams met last Friday. And I think you attribute a handful of that to the new players, but a lot of that has to do with now guys are getting used to each other. The SPHL is known for having a quick turnaround from camp into game one, and of course this year nobody plays a preseason game in the SPHL like they had in years past. So there really is an adjustment period for any of the young guys, and it only takes you a period or two to understand just how quickly the season comes at you and how fast this pro game really develops in front of you. But I think it is important to recognize that we are seeing both teams much improved from last weekend's contest. Let's go ahead and put the period on reset for you, and I think what you're going to see in this period is not a ton of highlights, but it's little things throughout the game that both teams are doing well. Austin Rodebush has not been tested from anywhere in tight, and he's a good enough goaltender that if he can see the puck 99 times out of 100, he's going to be able to stop it. So I think when you're seeing Roanoke's defense really keep Fayetteville on the perimeter, Dan Bremner and company is going to consider that a win. Meanwhile, if you're Fayetteville, I think there's been a little bit of lackadaisical passing, especially in the attacking zone. But again, if you're Fayetteville, you know that you are the better conditioned team in this hockey game, and while you don't necessarily want to bide your time, I do think it's important to keep a very close eye on the way this game continues to see, is Fayetteville going to turn on the Jets? Is there another gear they need to get to? And we'll see if they're able to get there in any type of meaningful time frame. Ultimately, I think what you see in this period is not only a wash on the scoreboard, but a wash in momentum. The biggest highlight of the period came technically out of the scope of the period with the scrap between Sean Leonard and Don Oliveri, and we're waiting on the official score report to come to the broadcast booth from the first period. If we get that before the beginning of period number 2, then we'll have a quick look at what penalties may be to Leonard and Oliveri. Meanwhile, you have a look at this hockey game, and I think the way you're going to view this ultimately is you play 20 minutes, you filled each other out. Let's see how you can keep going, and you'll have to apologize for me fumbling over my words as the official scoring report has just been handed over to us. 2 penalties assessed at the end of the period. It's cross-checking against Sean Leonard and unsportsmanlike conduct against Don Oliveri. And what that says to me is the officials, as well as the Roanoke fans, deemed that to be a shot after the buzzer, and it was, but it was close. And it was one of those situations that shot is right on the line of what you can or can't get away with, but it's unsportsmanlike against Oliveri, and then Leonard for cross-checking. So we'll stay 5-on-4. Marksmen will maintain the man advantage for another 31 seconds to begin the second period. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, give you an opportunity to hear from some of our corporate partners. Coming back on the other side, I had the opportunity before the game to sit down with the Warrior SPHL Player of the Week, Matt McNair. You'll have an opportunity to hear that conversation after these messages. This is Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Marksman fans, you've waited over 18 months, but on Saturday, October 30th at 6 p.m., your Fayetteville Marksmen return to the Crown Coliseum. Join us before the game at the Crown Complex Plaza to enjoy our Halloween bash with trick-or-treating, games, and music. And then we take on the Macon Mayhem at 6 p.m. A post-game skate follows that Saturday night action. Skate to marksmanhockey.com and click the Tickets tab to secure yours today. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your season ticket member events and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
We welcome you back to Roanoke, Virginia. Drew Blevins, joined by the Warrior SPHL Co-Player of the Week, Matt McNair. Matt, you seem to explode there in the third period. What was the key to your success in last week's win?
I think it was just our line. We just kept getting pucks deep and trying to get stuff to the net. We got a few lucky bounces and happened to have a couple go in. So
you'll have to pardon the saw. It's a great sound effect right behind us here. You mentioned your line mates. It was really a group that just went to work. What's so special about playing alongside those two guys?
They just work hard and they have a great sense for the game. And we were just working on our systems and following the game plan, and they followed through with it and really helped me out. So I guess that's about it.
You're still a young guy in this league. What's the biggest difference you've seen between the gap of college hockey and even junior hockey and now to the ranks of the professional game?
Just from even my college and stuff, just bigger guys and I guess a little faster, and it's just a different atmosphere, I guess, full crowds and stuff. So it's just a little different, but it's the same game, I guess, in the end.
Can you put into your own words what it means to you to be the Warrior SPHL Player of the Week? That's an honor that's bestowed, of course, every week in the league. But for you as a young guy to receive that so early in the season?
Yeah, I was pretty honored to get it. But obviously, it's not just me. It was my line mates and the whole team that helped me get it, I guess. So.
You continue into the rest of the season, starting with tonight's contest. What's going to be the key for continued success, not only with your line, but with this team as a whole?
I think kind of just how that third period went there. We got momentum, lots of shots, and hopefully we can continue that with a couple new bodies in the line. Systems another week, we got to work on them, so hopefully we can continue what we did last week and bring it this week.
Matt, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks.
He's Matt McNair, the Warrior SPHL Player of the Week. We'll be right back with more Fayetteville Marksmen hockey after these messages. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Marksman fans, you've waited over 18 months, but on Saturday, October 30th at 6 p.m., your Fayetteville Marksmen return to the Crown Coliseum. Join us before the game at the Crown Complex Plaza to enjoy our Halloween bash with trick-or-treating, games, and music. And then we take on the Macon Mayhem at 6 p.m. A post-game skate follows that Saturday. Skate to marksmanhockey.com and click the Tickets tab to secure yours today.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
We hope you enjoyed that conversation with Matt McNair, the Warrior SPHL co-player of the week. Mike Ferraro of the Evansville Thunderbolts was the other recipient of the award. And I do think it's so cool to hear a young guy, an SPHL rookie, who doesn't take all the credit for himself. He already understands that this is a team game. It's an important team game, and he's very ready and willing to recognize the guys who are playing alongside of him. And it's such a cool thing to see, and you'll get to hear more from Matt McNair and the rest of the Marksman lineup throughout the entirety of the season. Only one other game in the SPHL is underway, and it is just about to start. That is the Evansville Thunderbolts and the Quad City Storm. As we take you around the SPHL. Also in action tonight, starting at 8 o'clock, will be Birmingham hosting Knoxville. At 8:05, Pensacola dukes it out at home against Huntsville. And all the way out in the state of Illinois, Peoria will be hosting Macon. Tomorrow night's slate is as follows. Evansville will host Birmingham at 8 o'clock Eastern. Pensacola and Huntsville. Quad City will play host to the Vermilion County Bobcats and their first SPHL contest, as many are very excited to see Vermilion County and what they'll be bringing to the table. Peoria will take on Macon to finish out that two-game set. So not a whole lot going on in way of score updates for you at this point, but that is going around the SPHL. Next weekend, things really pick up as Fayetteville will host Macon on Saturday, October 30th for their home opener. The first time the Marksmen will take the ice in 609 days at the Crown Coliseum, but that game comes only after they visit Macon at the Macon Centerplex for the Mayhem's home opener on Friday, October 29th. You can catch that one right here alongside with us on Hockey TV. Coaches are making their way back onto the playing surface here in Roanoke. Let's step aside one more time before we take you back down to ice level and puck drop of period number 2. This is Marksman Hockey.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
The Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs taking the ice to the roar of their fans. Moderate-sized crowd here tonight inside Berglund Center. Both teams stretching out with the lights down, quickly being pulled right back up. Fayetteville will start the second period up a man on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. Jeff Jones for hooking. He still has 31 seconds remaining in that penalty. Celebrate your birthday with Markey and the rest of your Marksman hockey friends. Birthday packages include tickets, a visit from Markey, and a Marksman goodie bag for the birthday child to accompany lifelong memories of celebrating your birthday with the Fayetteville Marksmen. Learn more about the Marksman birthday packages by visiting marksmanhockey.com/birthday packages. Fayetteville will be attacking from left to right across your radio dial, or if you're following along on Hockey TV, across your screen, however you may be viewing it. Don Oliveri sitting for unsportsmanlike conduct and Sean Leonard for cross-checking. Those penalties officially came 20 minutes into the first, and we are underway with the second period here from Berglund Center. Near side boards, FX Gerard dumps it all the way around. The Westfield State product gets it to Taylor Best. Curled it into the middle. He was looking for Gerard, looking at the point, but instead stolen away by Armstrong, who will shoot it all the way down and force Jason Pulaski to touch it along. Fayetteville will hold behind their own goal line. This will run out the penalty clock as Jeff Jones is standing in the penalty box. 3-2-1. Jones rejoins the play and touches the puck. Jones pressured from behind by Morisseau, who turns it up ice. Given to Drake Glover. A one-hand backhanded pass to Morisseau. Rolled onto Rodebush as he spread eagle in the goal crease just to freeze that puck with 19:14 to go in a second period. Austin Rodebush, one of the easy guys to pull for. And you talk to his former teammates, both in Menor and now the guys he's playing alongside in Roanoke, there's really no nicer guy in the locker room. And face-off will be to the near side dot, glove side of Rodebush. Jones is removed from the face-off circle. Face-off won by Fayetteville. Fraser's shot turned out by Rodebush with a far leg pad. Puck trickles into the far side corner. Hacked at, sky high up in the air on the near side half wall. Picked up there by the Rail Yard Dawgs, who will turn in reverse field to the left wing. Brought ahead by Matt O'Day, who backhands it into center ice. Jarrett Cupp will send it right back. It hits a glass stanchion and sticks in the far corner. O'Day turns it ahead to Mac Jansen, who had it going up the far board, shoots it into open space on the near side of the rink. Picked up there by Marley Quince, who will turn it back to a friendly face in the form of Harrison Harper. Given out wide. Could be a chance for Fayetteville. Quince driving his wrist shot, caught by Rodebush. No rebound. That is something you're going to hear us say a lot tonight is Austin Rodebush does not give up rebounds. And a lot of that comes with his attitude of composure. I mean, you got to remember, this was a guy who has been SPHL Goaltender of the Week 3 times in his career. And it's because he's just that good. And when you saw that he had fallen back out of the ECHL to the Rail Yard Dogs, you knew Fayetteville was going to have to be crafty on offense to get pucks by him. In that same vein, though, Jason Pulaski turning in a wonderful performance with a takedown at center. More on him in a moment. Picorni's shot off a shin pad as Struthers got in the way of that one. Billy Vizzo takes it in back of Pulaski. Fed to the point, Travis Armstrong. Wrist shot off a stick, off a body. Fayetteville has it, and they'll skate it back to the safety of center. But Pulaski turning in outstanding performance. You know what he did last year in Huntsville, and he didn't have that awesome of a team in front of him as Roanoke's offside in the zone reentry. But here you go, and you look at this matchup and you say, well, this could be one of those that whoever gets to 2 first might win this hockey game. And to put that in perspective for you, I have 15 goal slots on my scoring chart up here in the broadcast booth. And, well, that'd be a lot of empty paper if this ends up being a 2-1, 3-2 hockey game. Backhanded forward, Rodebush out of his net to play it, shoots it on his forehand to the near wing. It'll be taken by Matt Beer. Beer lost an edge and tried to sell a penalty on McNair. Harper takes the puck for the Marksmen, sends it into the far side corner. Kobe Morisseau is there, feeds the point. McNair jumped the route, gives to Cup himself, now low for Morisseau in the corner. Up the near side half wall to the face-off circle, McNair jockeying for it. Coming in to disrupt the play is Brant Sherwood. As this one goes about 5 rows deep in the seats, it'll make a nice souvenir for a fan sitting over there in section 13. 7:16 remaining in the second period. Marksmen have 11 shots on goal, not to be outdone. Roanoke stuck at 12. Directly up center. Now Jones will backhand to Brady Hepner. He gives to Jansen, crossing the blue line near wing. Stolen away by the Marksman as Bednard feeds it to the far side at center. Lost the puck, and now Brady Hepner has it. Peeling down the pass is forehanded into the far corner by Leonard. Picked back up by the Marksmen as they'll bring it up ice. But a pass intended for Bednard rolls off his stick. Now a turnover. Fraze to Bednard in front. He dives. Couldn't get it to go. Austin Rodebush disrupts. Pass in front. Austin Rodebush robs Drake Glover on the one-timer from the low slot and keeps this game tied at 0. Bednard needed about 1.5 inches more of height. He could have reached around with Rodebush and tucked it in the far goal post. Highlight that moment and ring 10 bells for that save from Austin Rodebush. Face-off will be in Fayetteville attacking ice. Near face-off circle, Marley Quince will take the draw. Quince wins it. McCloy feeds it low for his center iceman, Quince. They battle in the goaltender's trapezoid as Taylor Best jockeys for position. Logan Fredericks coming in as they battle 2-by-2 on the end wall. Scooped up by the Rail Yard Dog. But the turnover came on a pass from Nenadal. Brought ahead by Marley Quince now. He curls a backhander in front on goal. Rodebush tucks himself to the near goal post and freezes the puck. Good chances for the Marksmen, and if Nenadal had been on point with his pass, it would have been a near breakaway for Logan Fredericks on the 2-on-1 crossing the Marksman defensive blue line. So good chances for both sides. to start this second period. 16:09 remaining in the middle frame of play. Marley Quince will take the draw again for Fayetteville. This time it's Brant Sherwood to win it. His backhand clearing attempt ricocheted off of his own man up the near wall. Now Leonard has to fight for it. Given away, Harper shoots it off bodies on the way through. It bounces harmlessly behind the goal line. Picked up behind the net in the trapezoid by Marley Quince. McCloy coming to help him out, knocked to his knees by Brant Sherwood. Roanoke has a dangerous play right into the slot, but they'll get it out to the safety of center down the far wing. Stubbs passes into the middle. It rolls on toward net. Pulaski in a butterfly. The shot never made it to him. Ricocheted off a body on the way through. Was stationing himself there was Taylor Best. Sherwood goes hard into Marley Quince near boards. Knocks the puck free as Tommy Picorni brings it up the near wing. Into the attacking zone, Picorni drags, runs over Pulaski, who may have got the better of that collision as the puck goes harmlessly to the far boards. Settled now by Harrison Harper at the red line. Backhands it through center. Taken away by Sean Leonard, who finds Travis Armstrong. Armstrong's pass intercepted by Harrison Harper. The Calgary, Alberta native backhands it into the attacking zone. He'll let the forwards go chase. This is Bryce Farrell working on Sean Leonard. Those two had a full-out scrap at center ice last weekend. Farrell, all sorts of trouble, provided to Travis Armstrong on a good shift from the East Amherst, New York native. Brought ahead by Roanoke, and they'll finally get it out. This is Mac Jansen. His shot rolls off a stick up high. Picked up by Fayetteville, unable to get it out of the zone as Jeff Jones provides the pressure with help from Mac Jansen. Near side corner, Matt McNair shoots it to the far corner. Alexi Girard's pass goes off the stick of Brady Hepner. Roanoke getting off on a change. Fayetteville takes advantage of it, moves it ahead to Farrell, who gains the red line, shoots it in onto Rodebush, who will play it behind the net, and Roanoke will settle the pace with 14:19 to go in the second period. Good speed to this one. This is Sheik to bring the puck ahead. Over the red line, Sheik dumps it in, off the near glass. Pulaski out of his net to play it. He'll rim it all the way out. Far side linesman is Phil Russler. He has icing, and the call is made with 14:01 to go in a second period. Still scoreless from Berglund Center. We'll be back after these messages. This is Marksman Hockey. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Marksman fans, 14:01 to go in the second period. Drew Blevins alongside you. 0-0, Fayetteville and Roanoke duking it out. Fayetteville has grown into the shots on goal lead, now outshooting Roanoke 13-12, who has yet to put one on net in this second period. Face-off will be to the glove side of Jason Pulaski after the goaltender iced the puck. Face-off is won by Shane Bednard for the Marksmen, and many Marksmen fans are excited to see Bednard back in the black and orange. Moved ahead and picked up by Tanner Fraze. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Glover, his wrist shot off a stick of the way through, loose in front, squirts wide of the near goal post. Bednard has it near wing, turns it back. He was looking for Oliveri, who hadn't completely gotten onto the ice, completing his change yet. So now Don Oliveri has to start the breakout. Headman look for Taylor Best, who got the best of Matt O'Day, but couldn't collect enough for the breakaway. Fayetteville had possession for a moment, and now a turnover at the blue line. Bednard looking to the far wing for Fraze, who is streaking toward the net in the slot. To the far side boards, this is C.J. Stubbs. Backhands below the goal line for Bryce Martin. One-man pressure by Best. Martin spins away from it and finds Brant Sherwood near side. Sherwood skates the puck up the near side boards, gains the red line no further. He was stick check there. Now Bryce Martin onto the puck for Roanoke. Sends it in directly in back of Pulaski. Back to receive is Carter Struthers for the Marksmen. Headmans the puck to the near wing Best. Curls into the middle. Finds McCloy, who tries to dump it in. Taken away initially. Best there is the backup option. He holds the line. But eventually Billy Vizzo will take from him on a stick lift. Into the attacking zone. He leads Logan Fredericks a little too far. Behind the net, Carter Struthers picks up the puck. Struthers turns it up as he was looking to get it out. Picorni held the line, finds Nenadal. His shot ricochets wide on the way through. Picked up by Fayetteville, flipped end over end. This puck is going to roll, and this is icing. No change coming for the Marksmen. Derek Boehm, the referee, will make sure he gets all 5 of the right guys back out for Fayetteville. And anytime you get one of those icing calls after a long shift punctuated by having to play a lot of defense, this face-off becomes paramount. And as you go deeper in this game, 12:21 to go second period, those moments become a lot more important. Thrown out of the face-off circle. Phil Rusler wanted to throw the Marksman center out of the face-off circle. That was Bednard, but opts not to, as he initially gave the signal, but I think he meant to have his arm up instead of out. Fayetteville is able to move it ahead. Morisseau nearly gave it away at the blue line, but a little bit of help to bobble the puck, and now the Marksmen can get off on the rest of their line change. Armstrong moves it ahead for Mac Jansen. He squirts to the far wing, getting around of Harrison Harper. Turned into the slot off the side of the net. Marksmen have it going the other way. 3-on-2. Carried into the zone by FX Girard. Here's a shot from Morisseau, blocked on the way through. Cup holds the line. Morisseau gets tied up with Hepner as Sean Leonard gets to the puck. He headmans for Mac Jansen off his backhand and into the far corner. Jarrett Cup on the back check, gets to the puck first. Backhands to Harrison Harper near corner. Fayetteville will break it out to FX Girard. Pushes into the middle for McNair. Drake Glover is 3 inches offside as he got a little too excited to cross into attacking ice. And right there's your line that accounted for every point scored by the Marksmen in Friday's win. So much so that FX Girard, Matt McNair, and Drake Glover are the top 3 in plus-minus this season in the SPHL. And I know that's early on, but very rarely do you see 3 guys like that immediately hop up to the top of the standing. Bednard holds the line, pushing it forward. O'Day goes to battle with Fraze. He'll kick it to the far corner. Bednard now. One-on-one battle as he has to work around of Stubbs, who nearly gets the better of him. Stubbs gave it away to Struthers. His shot blocked. Now a 3-on-1 for Roanoke. Sherwood holds wide. Wrist shot. Pulaski save. Big rebound. Fayetteville sweeps it up. Jason Pulaski's turn to make the highlight reel save. Now Bednard overskated the puck at the blue line. Could be a 2-on-1, but O'Day reaches too far. He was stick checked by Carter Struthers. Hard takedown near boards at the red line. O'Day peels away from Bednard, the Bowling Green product, who will get up gingerly and skate over to the ice to complete the line change. 10:30 to go second period. Settling the pace is Tommy Picorni. He'll give to Sheik, who will hold in back of Rodebush. Now Picorni takes the puck again as we play a game of hot potato behind the Roanoke net. Picorni turning in his own zone. Roanoke still hasn't gotten it ahead of the defensive blue line. Now a turnover at center. McCloy with line mates going into the slot. Rolling puck kicked aside by Picorni. Jarrett Cup for Fayetteville. Has it on the far side half wall. Top of the face-off circle. Sends it low. Pushed in front. Looking for Marley Quince was Taylor Best. Turned over. Chance for Roanoke the other way. Fredericks gets through the defense. He loses the puck, and he takes a whack at a Marksman skate. This is going to be a penalty, tripping the call. The Marksmen will go to the St. Peter Pest Control power play. 9:45 to go in the second period. Jansen will argue to no avail. I think the officials have not realized this is immediate timeout. Timeout on the ice. We'll take it with them. Marksman power play after these messages. This is Marksman Hockey.
18 months, but on Saturday, October 30th at 6 p.m., your Fayetteville Marksmen return to the Crown Coliseum. Join us before the game at the Crown Complex Plaza to enjoy our Halloween bash with trick-or-treating, games, and music. And then we take on the Macon Mayhem at 6 p.m. A post-game skate follows that Saturday night action. Skate to marksmanhockey.com and click the Tickets tab to secure yours today.
The penalty is tripping to Logan Fredericks as we welcome you back inside Berglund Center 9:45 to go, second period. The Marksmen are on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. St. Peter Pest Control provides full in-home pest control and treatment, and they'll send all your bugs to see St. Peter Pest Control. Marksmen are 0 for 1 on the man advantage tonight. Penalty kill for Roanoke remains perfect on the season, now 3 for 3. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Austin Rodebush, who has turned into gems so far in this hockey game. Fed below the goal line initially, turning out of pressure is Tanner Fraze. Fraze will feed the point. Oliveri walks between the face-off circles, holding at the blue line, zips it back for Fraze, who's unable to hold the line. Everybody has to touch for the Marksmen. Oliveri curling with the puck, standing on his defensive blue line. Now we'll give it ahead to Marley Quince. 26 games in the ECHL last year for Quince. Hanging on to the puck, he stick handles. Looking for Oliveri, trades places with him. Middle blue line. Fed to the far side corner, but the pass is tipped by Armstrong, out of play with 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining in the power play for the Marksmen. 9:09 to go, second period. Shots dead even, 13 apiece. And what has been a really good hockey game. Defensive struggle so far. Face off to the blocker side of Rodebush. It's won by the Marksmen. Up at the point, this is Bednard. Feeds it far corner, and we'll get it right back on the far wing to Oliveri. He winds, fires a slap shot, tipped on the way through. Deflects right into the clutches of Marley Quince. Quince will feed it for Drake Glover. Up to the point, Oliveri from the near side. Now a pass reversing field far corner. Working up the wing was Fraze. Feeds Oliveri, whose slap shot misses wide off the inboards. Now Quince near half wall, holding at the face-off circle. He gives to Oliveri his one-timer, blocked on the way through. The puck goes sky high up in the air. Bednard tries to hold the line and does with help from Tanner Fraze. He's in trouble. Fraze using his feet to hold the line. Roanoke gets to it in the form of Leonard. Turn for Armstrong. Nobody sees the odd man rush that nearly developed. Here's Armstrong driving in, tried to tuck it near side. Net comes off the moorings as Pulaski gets run into. And Armstrong gave a shove to the back of Jason Pulaski as we get a whistle with the net removed from its moorings. 8:19 to go in the second period. That was a golden opportunity, and Travis Armstrong did not have his head looking up ice. That could have been a 2-on-0. Matt McNair facing off against Brant Sherwood. It's one towards center. Fayetteville peels away with possession in the form of Taylor Best, who will drop to FX Girard. Given out to the far wing, and Fayetteville will skate the puck ahead. Carried into the zone by Jarrett Cupp. He's got speed. A really good weapon to have on the blue line on a power play. Turned over behind the net, and Roanoke will clear. Frederick standing in the penalty box. 5 seconds remaining in the St. Peter Pest Control power play for the Marksmen. And nearly turn it over behind the net. So we go back to even strength. 7:40 to go, second period, and held below the goal line by Jarrett Cupp. Turns to the near side. This is McCloy, who gives it away at center. Sean Leonard spins one between the face-off circles, looking for Fredericks, taken away by Fayetteville. Now McCloy, his wrist shot blocked by O'Day, who takes him down in the process. Fredericks turns into the slot, picked up by Nenadal, and brought back up ice by the rail yard Dogs. Dumped in off of a skate, nearly functioned as a perfect pass to center. Fayetteville has it coming the other way now, near face-off circle. Fraze's shot, kicked out with a purpose by Austin Rodebush. Scooped up on the backhand as Nenadal is able to find Fredericks. Pushes out wide. Here's Vizzo looking for a shooting lane. He shot it right off of Alexi Girard's outside skate. It ricochets out through center. It'll be picked up by the rail yard Dogs, Travis Armstrong. Armstrong holds near boards in his own zone, finds Billy Vizzo on the far side wing, just ahead of the red line. This puck is forked up and out of play by Logan Fredericks. 6:45 to go in the second period. There's no better way to enjoy a night in the All-American City than by taking in Marksman hockey. Bring your group of 10 or more to a game this season. Give our office a call at 910-321-0123 and get your office, club, class, or other group out to a game this season. Roanoke will skate the puck ahead in the form of Brady Hepner. He shoots it in on goal from center. It's about chest height. Pulaski will catch and say try again. 6:31 remaining in period number 2. Roanoke 0, Fayetteville 0. As the face-off will be to the glove side of Jason Pulaski. Two confident netminders duking it out here tonight. Both have been called upon multiple times. Here's a turnover at the blue line. Now Taylor Best driving in. He's shouldered down legally by Mac Jansen. Bryce Farrell gets to the puck. He's pinned on the end wall by Tommy Picorni. Farrell with a little bit of help from Taylor Best to knock the below the goal line. Scooped up by the marksman. This is Bryce Farrell hanging on to it. Feeds the point. Carter Struthers looking for a lane. Off the inboards, behind the net to Farrell. Wraps on his backhand. He had Quince on the far post, intercepted by Bryce Martin. Now Morisseau spins it wide of the far goal post. Catches the boards and rolls up to Don Oliveri near point. Dumps it in once again, all the way around the kick plate. Held on to by FX Girard. Girard turning toward the net. His shot blocked on the way through. Struthers unable to hold the line far side. Roanoke survives. Two teams deadlocked at zeros. Carter Struthers hanging on to the puck on his forehand, feeds it ahead, chipped into the zone, off the stick of, I believe that was Matt McNair. Brought ahead by Beer now. He loses it. And I don't think he ever had it. If he did, it was behind the red line. This is icing with 5:13 remaining in the second period. Austin Rodebush wanting a word with Phil Roosler. Will not be granted. I'm not sure if Rodebush thought he had a better angle on the icing call, but a moot point as Bednard will take the draw for Fayetteville in the near side face-off circle of Fayetteville's attacking zone. Marksman had it initially. Bednard's pass was too weak, and now Beer brings it ahead. Turned up ice by Jarrett Cupp. He hit the body of C.J. Stubbs. This will set up an opportunity for Roanoke. In front, Sherwood sweeps it wide of the near post. Now Sherwood has it below the goal line, looking for a little bit of help from Beer. Turned up to the near point. Armstrong looking to feed it low. He does. On the end wall, Beer hauled down by Harrison Harper. This is going to be a holding call. We'll tell you about it when we come back. Roanoke will be a man up. 4:42 to go in the second period.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
So it'll be Harrison Harper to have a seat for holding with 4:42 to go in the second period. The Marksmen go back onto the Freddy's penalty kill. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers on Ramsey Street has a delicious treat for everyone. From their fresh, juicy steak burgers to their cool, refreshing frozen treats, Freddy's is more than your average American hamburger restaurant. So the Marksmen down a man. Perfect penalty kill on the line again. Stubbs feeds Armstrong at the blue line in the middle. He loses the puck to Tanner Fraze. Fayetteville survives all the way back out to center. This has been a suffocating penalty kill unit for the Marksmen so far this season. A lot to be proud of for Jason Binkley and the entirety of this defensive strategy. Here's Armstrong driving in, tried to tuck it. Far goal post as Pulaski was down in the butterfly and ready. Fredericks hold the line. Walks into a shot, fires, kicked out by Pulaski. The rebound scooped up by the rail yard Dawgs. Three blue sweaters to the puck. Here's a shot high over top the net as Stubbs got a little too much under the puck. To the point now. Stubbs walks, fires. He misses high again following through a wrist shot. Fredericks feeds it to the near side corner for Jeff Jones. He's in trouble from Oliveri. Fredericks now. He's tied up on the play. Armstrong forced to take the puck near point. He slides it out far side. Stubbs with a lane. Cannot find the time to shoot as Bednard pressures him. Far side corner. Rail yard Dawgs have the puck. 45 seconds to go to power play. A shot on goal. Pulaski says no, and it's cleared all the way down by the Marksmen. Line changes coming for both sides. A little bit of a survival kill for the Marksmen. 30 seconds remaining in it. A much-needed clear by Fayetteville. Billy Vizzo gets around of Sam Storman. Slides it into the slot looking for Nenadal. That pass is cleared out. A good defensive stick by Taylor McCloy. Vizzo will drop it for Brantley Sherwood, who will bring it up the near wing. He'll dump it in all the way around the kick plate directly in back of Pulaski. Sherwood chasing after his own clear in, picked up by Marley Quince. Backhands up looking for McCloy. Intercepted. Roanoke has it as Harper's out of the box. We're back to five-a-side hockey. Held by Sherwood up at the top. He feeds it to the far side boards. Walking into the corner, and now a pass to Nenadal. His shot blocked on the way through. Fayetteville clears to center. Nenadal on the puck. One-man pressure taken away by Marley Quince. He'll leave it in space as Quince gets punished. Nenadal on the big hit as Billy Vizzo skates to the puck. Now Bryce Martin, far side boards, unable to clear it around of Sam Storman, who holds the line. Again, Roanoke on it. Vizzo trying to clear it out. Nearly sprung himself an opportunity, but stolen by Morisseau. His pass through center taken by McNair. Low wrist shot steered up and out of play by Rodebush with 1 minute and 58 seconds to go in the second period. Next up for the Fayetteville Marksmen is a trip to the state of Georgia. Next Friday night, the Marksmen will be the guest of the Macon Mayhem in their season opener. And then the long-awaited return of the Marksmen to the Crown Coliseum on Saturday, October 30th at 6 p.m. Don't forget to join us pregame for our Halloween bash. 3-on-2 for Roanoke as they cross the line offside as O'Day was ahead of the play. Coming up during our second period intermission report, you'll have an opportunity to have some of your questions answered in the broadcast booth during our Ask the Voice segment. And we'll recap the hockey game so far, get you all set for that pivotal third period. And in a game like this, third period is going to prove to be especially pivotal. Dumped in by the Marksman, far side corner. This is icing. So a much slower staccato end to the second period than what we saw at the beginning. Minute 39 seconds to go in period number 2. Fayetteville 0, Roanoke 0. If you'll recall, it was Fayetteville who scored 4 unanswered in the third period of last Friday's win. And they'll start things off by clearing this all the way down. Rodebush is going to touch it, so no icing. Two-man pressure on the puck by Fayetteville, slapped at by Fraze, but the puck is taken instead by Roanoke. Up the near wing boards, dumped in by Sheik. All the way around the kick plate. Struthers braces for impact, loses the puck. Matt Beer takes it. Looking low, this is Vela. Feeds it up to the far blue line. Armstrong turned it back to the far wing. He was looking for Vela, but the puck's intercepted. Now Vela doing yeoman's work as he pushes Bednard back. Struthers there to alleviate the pressure as this puck rolls around the kick plate to Tanner Fraze. Out to the far wing, Drake Glover reaching after it. Glover met stick to stick by Leonard. Sean Leonard brings the puck ahead for the rail yard Dawgs, looking for Jeff Jones, who's upended by Harrison Harper. All the way below the goal line. Jarrett Cupp onto the puck for the Marksman. Looks far wing, trying to break it out. It gets tied up in the paraphernalia of Marley Quince. Now Jones in front, pushed wide. Pulaski in the splits. And I think he has a stick tied up in his equipment. Pulaski slow to get up as Fayetteville brings it down the other way. Taylor Best shot off the outside of the goal. 24 seconds to go in the period. This is Leonard. Feeds it ahead. Cleanly onto the stick of McCloy. He finds Taylor Best. Now for Taylor McCloy down the near wing. Loses the puck to the last man standing, who is Jeff Jones. Armstrong gets a couple of shots in on Marley Quince. Quince turning with the puck, 5 seconds to go in the period. Here's a shot from the point. Blocked off the stick of Mac Jansen. Slapped down low. That is where the period will end. A breakneck pace to this one. Through 40 minutes, no goals. Shots on goal during that period, total as follows: 5 for Roanoke for a game total of 17. For the Fayetteville Marksmen, 6 for a game total of 15. Both goaltenders duking it out in what can only be described as a defensive slugfest. We'll be right back after these messages to recap the first 40 minutes of play, get you all set and ready for the final 20. This is...
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Marksman fans, you've waited over 18 months, but on Saturday, October 30th at 6 p.m., your Fayetteville Marksmen return to the Crown Coliseum. Join us before the game at the Crown Complex Plaza to enjoy our Halloween bash with trick-or-treating, games, and music. And then we take on the Macon Mayhem at 6 p.m. A post-game skate follows that Saturday night action. Skate to marksmanhockey.com and click the Tickets tab to secure yours today.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Welcome you back inside the broadcast booth of Berglund Center. Drew Blevins with you on Marksman Radio Network, and those of you following along on Hockey TV, thank you so much for being along with us. When you look at the way this game goes, as we told you right before we went to break, defensive slugfest is the only real way to be able to explain it. And a lot of that has to do with the goaltending of Austin Rodebush and Jason Pulaski. Both have been called on multiple times, but I think the other thing is you really have to give a lot of credit to both teams' blue liners. You knew Roanoke was going to have a good defensive unit at the beginning of the year, and the reason is because there's so many veteran guys that are coming back, and even somebody like Sean Leonard, who doesn't have a ton of SPHL playing experience, is somebody that has a lot of playing experience in pro hockey. And right now, with the league shaping out the way it is, with so many teams having players in the ECHL or guys that retired after the COVID-19 pause, this is a great defensive unit for Roanoke. It's Fayetteville that you had a lot of question marks on. Outside of Jarrett Cupp and Don Oliveri, you didn't know what Carter Struthers was bringing to the table. You didn't know what Harrison Harper was bringing to the table. Obviously, there's a lot of film that was researched on Alexis Girard, and while he hasn't turned in the most minutes tonight, he's been good when called upon. So I really do think you have to tip your cap to both of those defensive units. And the other thing is penalty kills, the offshoot of your defensive group. Neither team has really had any excellent opportunities on the power play. When you look at the best one, it was the minute and 22nd possession by the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs late in the second period on the penalty to Harrison Harper. Fayetteville survives it. They kill it. A good stop by Jason Pulaski. But as we told you at the beginning of the game, special teams is incredibly important to an overall team success. Both of these teams are still looking for the answers on how they can increase their power play productivity. I think you're going to see a lot of this throughout the season, throughout this matchup specifically. These are going to be defensive contests throughout most of the year unless you see one roster or another completely decimated for whatever reason. But this is the type of hockey you're going to see. It's making for a great rivalry contest, and it really does keep you on the edge of your seat. And if you're a hockey fan, this is something you most certainly have to appreciate. Let's pause for these messages for our corporate partners. Coming back on the other side, we'll have an opportunity to get an interactive view with our listeners during our Ask the Voice segment that's coming up next. This is Marksman Hockey.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
welcome you back inside the broadcast booth of Berglund Center. Time for our Ask the Voice segment. If you want to have one of your questions answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS, at marksmanhockey.com with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about the Marksmen or hockey. 2 questions to answer for you tonight. Our first comes from Juan Pablo in Fayetteville. Juan Pablo wants to know, what is the weirdest Marksman pregame ritual that a player has? This is a fantastic question, and Juan Pablo, I hate to tell you this, but having only been now on my second road trip with the team, I haven't had the opportunity to really observe everybody's pregame rituals. But I can tell you, Stefano Durante, who is the backup goaltender, he actually brought his sticks, plural, out to the edge of the ice to tape them and was standing on the front edge of the entrance door to tape his stick. You'll also get somebody like Kyle Jesseman, who is not on the trip tonight. Kyle Jesseman puts wax all over his goaltending stick, and of course that is meant to keep the ice shards off the stick as well. So a lot of guys are making sure their equipment's prepped and ready to go. A lot of soccer going on, guys going for pregame naps, guys fixing pregame food on the bus. I mean, a lot of this is the normal hockey stuff that you see throughout the pregame, but I don't know if anybody has the weirdest yet, but that could be a question we return to later on this season. Our other question comes from Scott, listening in Wake Forest, North Carolina. And Scott wants to know, who do you think right now is the best goaltender in the SPHL? That's a great question right now, because I think there are a lot of really good goalies. I'm not saying this because I cover the Fayetteville Marksmen. I'm saying this because I saw the most desirable goaltending characteristics out of Jason Pulaski in last week's game, where he gave up an early goal and he didn't get flustered by it. He came out and made save after save, and it really, the acrobatics of the save he made at the end of the second period in last Friday's win speak for themselves. But that save coming at that moment, being able to go into the intermission break down 1 instead of down 2, that's such a meaningful and timely save for him. So I think Jason Pulaski right now is my number one. And really, I like Bailey McBurney also in Quad City. He's faced an onslaught of shots and has kept the storm in each of their games. Quad City will see Fayetteville at the Crown Coliseum later on once the calendar turns over into 2022. So thank you to Juan Pablo and thank you to Scott for their questions. Again, if you want to have one of your questions answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me, dblevins, that's DBLEVINS, at marksmanhockey.com with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about hockey. Let's pause one more time. We'll be right back to take you on a trip around the SPHL. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Marksman fans, you've waited over 18 months, but on Saturday, October 30th at 6 p.m., your Fayetteville Marksmen return to the Crown Coliseum. Join us before the game at the Crown Complex Plaza to enjoy our Halloween bash with trick-or-treating, games, and music. And then we take on the Macon Mayhem at 6 p.m. A post-game skate follows that Saturday night action. Skate to marksmanhockey.com and click the Tickets tab to secure yours today.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, You've got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth of Berglund Center. Drew Blevins alongside with you. Let's take a quick spin around the SPHL. We'll start things off in Alabama, where the Knoxville Ice Bears and the Birmingham Bulls have just dropped the puck. 15 minutes to go in the first period, still scoreless in that one. The Quad City Storm are spoiling the Evansville Thunderbolts' undefeated season to this point. At the end of the first period, the Storm leading the Thunderbolts 3-0. And Pensacola through 20 minutes of play. Huntsville 0, Ice Flyers 0. And meanwhile, the Peoria Rivermen very much enjoying their home opener after games were delayed that last weekend. Just beyond the halfway point in the first period, Peoria leading Macon 3-0. Right here, our score is Fayetteville 0, Roanoke 0. You know there's going to be a goal scored in this one. Whether it comes in the next 20 of regulation, overtime, or a shootout remains to be seen. The final period of regulation is next.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Coolers.
We welcome you back to the Stars tonight. And it may very well be the teams that score first. 0-0. The ice is freshly zammed. Austin Rotobush, 15 saves through 2 periods. He will tend to the net to your left. Jason Pulaski, 17 saves through 40 minutes. He will tend to the net to your right. Corey Melker, the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, looking to make it a perfect 2-0 start for the Marksmen. And with the score right now, 3-0 Quad City beating Evansville. Granted, still a lot of hockey to play. This is a chance for Fayetteville to jump out to the league lead in the standings. Bednard will take the draw here, but we're going to get a little bit of a delay. And it was interesting talking with Jason Binkley before the game today, as he noticed the ice is wet here in Roanoke. And looking there, I don't know if you can see it on camera if you're watching on Hockey TV, but you can see a giant, shiny puddle stripe that runs from one face-off circle to the other face-off circle, right on the edge of the center ice face-off circle. So Derek Boehm and Phil Roosler and the officiating crew will try to skate over it and draw up some snow. And I thought we had done a really nice job of building up the anticipation for this third period. And this is just a momentum killer. It's interesting. The art of Zamboni operation, I was once told by a respected Iceman that it's not so much about driving the Zamboni, it's really about operating it, knowing how much water to dump, how much to shave off, and how to get it to freeze in an amount of time. So as the water freezes in, we are set and ready to go for period number 3. Strap in, folks. Should be a fun one. Face-off is won by the Marksmen to the near side boards as we begin this third period. Marley Quince with help from Shane Bednard to hold the line. Quince twirls in the slot looking for a lane. Has to work outside, fires it on goal. Melted down by Rodebush, 14 seconds gone by in the third period. And I think Corey Melkert would tell you in this situation, it's about going to work here, but it's also about who wants it more. You really have to go out there and outwork your opponent. Fayetteville with an unfavorable schedule to start 3 games and 3 weekends on the road before being able to turn things up at home ice. And it's been a long time coming. The Marksmen will have the longest break in the SPHL between home games played. Second, oddly enough, right here in Roanoke. Here's a chance from the high slot. Shot blocked, now a foot race. And Pulaski comes out to the top of the face-off circles to play the puck ahead. Finds Marley Quince. Quince, top of the near face-off circle. His shot, in and out of the glove of Rodebush. Big rebound, swept away. Rodebush thought he had it. It squirted out from under his arm. Fayetteville unable to capitalize on the chance in the goal crease. Bullet dodged by the rail yard Dawgs. Swept to the near side boards at the red line. Taylor Best will dump it in. Rodebush sets it on its tee for Armstrong. He feeds it out to the far side boards, and Matt Beer brings it up ice. Hauled down, Beer plays it ahead of the red line, picked up by the Marksman. Now pushed to Taylor Best, who is offside. Tried to drag the toe, but was unable to stay onside, and that will force the face-off to come back into the Roanoke attacking side of the red line. I'm quite surprised that nobody has asked about the offside rule in our Ask the Voice segment. That is one of the most difficult rules to explain to a viewer in general, and now you add in this complicated extra step on where the face-off goes is based on where the pass was from. Roanoke tried to push it back to Sheik. Now Taylor Best is behind everybody. Twirls in front, Rodebush along the goal line, makes the save with a paddle, and freezes. You see Fayetteville plays inspired hockey in the third period. And it's a really good momentum booster for Fayetteville that they're a team already that is outlasting their opponent, which is exactly what happened last Friday night. But now you've got to find a way to outlast and execute a little bit sharper. Here's a turnover behind the net. Kobe Morisseau turns on his forehand. The puck rolls off of his tape. Feeds it back up to the point. Here's a shot through traffic. Blocked down, and Roanoke has it coming the opposite direction. Josh Nenadal drops it for Billy Vizzo. Tried to give it back to Nenadal, and it's stolen away by the Marksman. Brought ahead to Taylor Best. He stick handles a couple of times, and now will deliver a pass to Matt McNair, who's rocked, and then a hard hit. Carter Struthers and Josh Nenadal come together. Fredericks shielding, forcing a pass to the near wing boards as Fayetteville skates it out of their defensive zone. McNair hit hard again by Nenadal. Here's Drake Glover. Top of the attacking face-off circles. Turns it over, but Roanoke cannot get a good hold. So Oliveri pushes it wide, and Alexis Girard has the puck moving ahead. Girard feeds it up ice. He was looking for McNair, but missed between his legs. Headman looked for Jeff Jones, one man with him. His shot rolls up off the stick of Girard and out of play with 17:21 to go in the third period. The Fayetteville Marksmen return to home ice for the first time in 609 days when they take on the Macon Mayhem on Saturday, October 30th at 6 p.m. Come enjoy the Marksmen Halloween Bash with trick-or-treating, games, and music starting at 4 p.m. before puck drop. Limited tickets are still available, and you can get yours by skating to marksmanhockey.com. Defensive zone draw won by the Marksmen, now skated ahead. Chipped up ice by McNair, who will have to go chase as Sean Leonard stick handles once and fires a pass to Jeff Jones near wing. His cross ice pass is intercepted. Taken ahead by Marley Quince. Stick checked at the last second, top of the faceoff circles, as this one squirts back out to center. Harrison Harper looked to push it ahead. Now Quince will turn it back onto his blue line. Jarrett Cup to Harrison Harper. Moved up ice at the red line and backhanded wide by Tanner Fraze. Held on to by Marley Quince. Toe drags around his man. Now Fraze has to take up the fight. Turns it over on the pass to the point. Jones finds Mac Jansen. His shot testing Pulaski's short side. Pulaski catches it on his glove side shoulder and will melt the puck. That's exactly where Mac Jansen wants to create his offense from, too. He's such a speedy guy. And if you followed along with the FPHL last year, you would have seen Jansen doing exactly that with the Columbus River Dragons. And there are 5 players on this Roanoke team that played with Columbus that ended up winning the trophy given away at the end of the year by the FPHL. Here's a shot by Sheik that misses over the crossbar. Matt Beer, who scored in the last game for Roanoke, has it. Far side corner, he feeds it to Stubbs, who loses it in the goaltender's trapezoid. Kobe Moriso moves it up ice, maybe a chance for Fayetteville. Oliveri frustrated as Beer had his stick up at his midsection. The puck squirts to the far corner, and now Sheik will bring it ahead for Roanoke from the near side. Headman pass, CJ Stubbs toe drags, he's offside. Dog fans howling at the call, but the face-off will come back out to center on a tight play at the Roanoke attacking blue line. The further you go in this game, the more the anticipation in this building grows. This is a Roanoke team that is used to a lot of success. And they've been a thorn in the side of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Glover to McNair. His shot battled off by Rotobush. Big rebound. Shot toward the net. Stormin fans on his bid. Line held by Girard. He feeds it far point. Up again. Stormin, slapper on the way through. Kicked out Rotobush. Big rebound. Austin Rotobush finds it and melts the puck down. .47 to go in the third period. Austin Rotobush with a big save. Fayetteville really cutting on the offense here in the third period. And I love what assistant coach Jason Binkley told me earlier today. He goes, hockey, Drew, is a game of who makes more mistakes. If you make fewer mistakes, odds are you're going to win the game. He goes, the amount of perfect plays there are so astronomically small as Vela's shot is caught and held on to by Pulaski. Perfect plays are so rare in this game that it really is about, can you make fewer mistakes than your opponent? And then he added on to that moments later and said, and if you do make a mistake, can you work hard enough to make up for it? Well, neither goaltender's made a mistake yet. Face-off won by Fayetteville in their own zone. Jarrett Cup on his backhand, pushes it wide around the kick plate. It comes right back to him, and now he's going to try the opposite side of the rink. Gains the red line on the near wing, dumps it in. Rotobush takes a look and will melt it down. Nerves of steel, the goaltending position. Face-off will be to Rotobush's blocker side. 15-21 in the final frame of regulation. 0-0. Face-off won by Fayetteville, but will get a whistle from Phil Roosler, the back linesman. And a new center has to come in for the Marksman. Marley Quince will take the draw. Quince shoveling at it, loses the face-off, and Travis Armstrong has it for the rail yard Dogs. Finds Sean Leonard, who gives it to Mac Jansen. He fed it ahead for Hatner, who was behind everybody, but the pass went too long. Now Jansen in a puck battle, wins it to Armstrong, far blue line. His shot ricochets behind the net and is picked back up by Shane Bednard for the Fayetteville Marksmen. Jansen onto it here, loses it as he is finished into the boards on a hard hit by Harrison Harper. A rolling puck at center, corralled by Sean Leonard. Gives wide to Travis Armstrong, who feeds it ahead. Icing waved at the far line. Pulaski will set it on a tee for Jarrett Cupp. Media timeout coming at the next whistle, provided it's not a goal. Cupp looking up ice. 2 men pressuring, Brant Sherwood and C.J. Stubbs. The pass is right up Broadway at the red line, Taylor Best. Backhands to Morisseau, looking for a shooting lane. He misses high and wide on the near goal post. The puck catches the glass and rolls out to Don Oliveri. He dumps it in. Handcuffed Rodebush, who fell to his knees to catch the puck and then plays it out. That may have been a dangerous play. McCloy all over Bryce Martin now. One-man pressure provided a ton of disruption. Now Martin again, pressured from behind. He turns away and will deliver a pass to the far corner. Skated up ice and eventually laid ahead, intended for Vela. Stolen away by the Marksmen. Near side boards, Kobe Morisseau drops a pass behind his back to Taylor Best. Backhanded to the point, the pass intercepted. Skated up ice, a hard collision as Matt Beer was rocked by Matt McNair. Matt McNair is only 5'8" tall, and he got the better of the much larger Beer. Dumped in, Roanoke going to chase in their own zone. 13:30 to go in this final frame of regulation. Chance for Fayetteville. FX Girard had it, lost it. Turned over to Roanoke, but they'll clear it all the way down. Pulaski watches below the goal line. The puck crosses. This is icing. 13:21 to go in this scoreless hockey game. We'll be right back after these messages. This is Marksman Hockey.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
13:21 to go in the third period. Roanoke and Fayetteville knotted up 0-0. Face-off will be in Roanoke defensive ice. Austin Rodebush will tend to his blocker side. It's a face-off won by the Marksman to the point, Jarrett Cupp. Sweeps it to the far side for Harrison Harper. He'll lay it low, Marley Quince. Pressured from behind by Bryce Martin. Martin chasing after the puck here. It's pulled away from the pressure by Quince, who takes a hard shoulder. Laid below the goal line. Picked up by Fayetteville, pass in the slot. Now Harper, holding, shooting. Blocked on the way through off of Logan Fredericks. The rebound sent toward the net. That one ricochets on the way through off of Zach Sheik. Roanoke clears all the way down. This is it. Dawgs. $12:50 to go, third period. Probably the biggest face-off of the game coming up right here. McNair, Girard, Glover, the unit out for Fayetteville. The bringers of offense last weekend. Here's a shot off the draw by Don Oliveri, blocked on the way through as Leonard got his shin pad to it. Now the rest of the Roanoke line change can continue as a hard hit delivered on Logan Fredericks, grabbing at his far knee. He is hobbled on the far side boards. Fayetteville has possession though. They keep it, it's an extended power play. Out on the far wall, Don Oliveri pokes it low. Everybody in the building wanting a whistle. Now they're going to get it, and a hard hit in the far side corner. As now Logan Fredericks will have the attention drawn to him. What a warrior just to be able to crawl off as he is in some serious pain. Rail Yard Dog fans are not particularly thrilled with that, and the rule is, and it's one of those cold, unfeeling things in sports, is you have to wait until your team gets possession to get a whistle for an injury, and now we're going to get some shoves right at center. Travis Armstrong shoving at Matt McNair. Great job by Travis Johns, though, to get out on the ice quickly as soon as that whistle blew and help Logan Fredericks get back to the bench as quickly as he could. And that was a lower body concern from the outset. No penalties are going to come of this, and I don't think there should be any penalties that come of this. Just another wrinkle in the story of this one. And the face-off will be in Austin Rodebush's zone to his glove side. Rodebush has stopped 22. Jason Pulaski has stopped 18. 12:21 to go, third period. Fayetteville and Roanoke deadlocked at Donuts. It's another draw won by the Marksmen. A shot, they score! Off the draw, Tanner Fraze has his first of the season, and Fayetteville draws first blood. Sometimes it's the weird and wacky that work just as well as the moves and grooves. Tanner Fraze puts it on net. It sneaks under the glove side arm of Austin Rodebush, and Fayetteville leads 1-0. That goal comes 7:43 into the third period. Tanner Fraze with his first goal of the season. And you're going to hear the officiating crew get an earful here. Bednard will get the assist on it, and that'll be his first point of the season for the Marksmen. An even strength marker gives Fayetteville a 1-0 lead. Now Mac Jansen driving, shovels it into the middle. He was looking for Jeff Jones, who was tied up on a play. Now Jansen shoots it toward the net. Pulaski catches and holds. Some more shoving behind of Jason Pulaski. Taylor Best is in on it this time with Jeff Jones. Mac Jansen there as well. Remember what we told you in pregame. You know this is the personality of this Roanoke team, and every league has one, a Broad Street bully type of group, and I think Mac Jansen's going to get an extraneous penalty here. He will. Let's see if Fayetteville will send one as well. They do. It'll be Best. So Taylor Best and Mac Jansen will sit 2 apiece. We'll go 4-on-4. Now this is interesting because this does create a situation where there's a lot of open ice. It's for an extended amount of time. 11:39 to go, third period. 4-on-4 upcoming. Fayetteville 1, Roanoke 0 on the goal by Tanner Fraze. Face-off is won by Roanoke in their attacking zone to the point. O'Day plays pitch and catch with Martin, who feeds it down the near side board. Sherwood looked up to the point, now feeds it below the goal line as he was looking for C.J. Stubbs. Sherwood peeling away with the puck. He's got space near goalpost, trying to tuck it, rebound. Oh, Pulaski got a piece of it with the blocker side leg pad and keeps it 1-0. Carter Struthers takes down Brant Sherwood, who stepped on his stick. This is going to draw a penalty. And a 4-on-3 power play upcoming here. Hang on. Is Derek Boehm about to call diving here? Yes, he is. Sherwood being escorted to the penalty box here. This is going to be Carter Struthers for tripping and Brant Sherwood for embellishment. Wow. So Tanner Fraze and Travis Armstrong are going to get the explanation from Derek Boehm at the official circle. That means you're going to get to see something quite rare in the course of regulation hockey. We're going to play 3-on-3, I think. Nope, excuse me. It will be 4-on-4. Fayetteville and Roanoke both bring out their fourth, so we'll go a minute 34. of 4-on-4 remaining. Struthers for tripping, Brant Sherwood for embellishment. Brought ahead to Jarrett Cupp. He'll feed it into the middle as he takes a shot from Matt Beer. Cupp recovers the puck. Standing in his defensive slot, he finds Shane Bednard, who will feed it to the far wing. Cupp ahead of the red line. Shoots it to Tanner Fraze, crossing the blue line. He'll drive into the near wing corner. Brought up by Matt O'Day, who feeds it to Bryce Martin. Martin, stick check from behind. Now Bednard gets tied up in traffic. Shoots it ahead. We'll see how far this puck rolls. It will be icing as Bednard and Bryce Martin grab hold of each other at the Roanoke blue line. Roanoke showing a little bit of desperation here. They badly wanted that power play. Jeff Jones will take the draw for the rail yard Dawgs. Against Bednard, it is won by Roanoke. Leonard pushes wide, Armstrong with a lane in front. Hepner can't get it to go. Picked up by Jones, fed to the point. Here's a shot from Leonard. Off a body on the way through. Alexi Girard gets to the puck first. He'll clear. Taken in the Roanoke zone by Sean Leonard. He finds Jeff Jones, who will try to push it up now. Don Oliveri onto the puck for Fayetteville. He takes a whack from Jones, knocked the puck free, but Harrison Harper there to recover. 20 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. Harper pushes to the far boards for Taylor McCloy. He has it, attacking zone far corner. Up to the point again now, Storman with a lane. His wrister off a body on the way through as it's blocked by Sean Leonard, who's had a very good game so far. Marley Quince steps forward. Armstrong rocks him. Quince hangs on to the puck. Great strength as we return to 5-on-5 hockey. Jansen immediately into the rush. Taylor Best comes in. He goes digging after the puck. Marley Quince killing time as he had it on the kick plate. Now McCloy peels away with the puck in the Fayetteville attacking zone. Given away. Storman to his knees. Makes the play by shooting it back out to center. This is Best. Sidesteps one man. Knocked off the puck by Sean Leonard. Recovers on it. But Chris Vella is there for Roanoke, and he takes it away. Vella now skating up ice. Brings it ahead and fires a pass to Josh Nenadal. He loses to Sam Storman. Storman brings it up the near side wing boards. Winds and fires a long shot. Rodebush collects off of his goal stick and puts it into the netting out of play. 9 minutes to go in the third period. Fayetteville 1, Roanoke nothing. We've got a good one brewing here in Virginia's Blue Ridge.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
What a game we have had to this point. 1-0 Fayetteville in the driver's seat. Tanner Fraze's first goal of the season is what has given the Marksmen a 1-0 lead. So the face-off will be in the Fayetteville attacking zone. Matt McNair with FX Girard and Drake Glover, the forward group, out for the Marksmen. It's a face-off win by Chris Vella for the rail yard Dawgs. Nearly chipped out of play by the defenseman. That was Sheik. Girard backhands a pass to the point. Carter Struthers kicks it to his stick and backhands a pass to the far wing. Girard rolls it around the kick plate to the near side half wall. Matt McNair rubbed off the puck, and Roanoke has it coming back the other way. Skated ahead by Josh Nenadal. He'll lead it forward as he runs hard into the back checking FX Girard. Puck squirts free. Girard first to it. Nenadal bumps him away. Here's a chance for Billy Vizzo in front. Pulaski standing tall. Bryce Martin pins himself on the near side boards. Picked up now Vella. Gives it to Vizzo, whose shot flies wildly wide of the near side goal post. Roanoke will feed it low again. 8:10 to go in the hockey game. Fayetteville leading 1-0. Pushed into the middle. This is McNair. Gives wide for Tanner Fraze. Wisely does not touch. He would have been offside. Fayetteville recuperates in his onside, but not before Bryce Martin has the puck, reaching ahead to poke it in the general direction of Matt Beer. But a great play made by Tanner Fraze to pin it on the near side boards. Clubbed wide where Armstrong will drop back for Stubbs. Headman look for Armstrong, far wing, loses the puck crossing the blue line. Marley Quince receives a pass on the near side boards, gains the red line, dumps it in. All the way around to the right wing boards. Peeled off by Travis Armstrong, who's been everywhere on this shift. Finds C.J. Stubbs on the near side half wall. He floats it ahead of the attacking blue line. Sherwood had a step, but Pulaski pokes it free into the far side corner. Harrison Harper out of the puck for Fayetteville. Kicks it up the far boards, looking to get it out, and he so does. An oscillating puck corral by Leonard with 7:10 to go in the third period. Leonard, stick handling here, will retreat behind of Rodebush. 1-0 Marksmen in the driver's seat. Tanner Fraze's goal is the difference. Leonard feeds it ahead, looking for Hepner. Now touched to Hellong. Great stop by Pulaski. He was one-on-one on a great opportunity from Matt O'Day, the defenseman. And Pulaski throws out the glove side leg pad to keep this game 1-0. Roanoke bringing it back through center. A takedown on the way through as Bryce Martin was looking for a call. He will not get one. Off the near boards, Fayetteville chops it back into attacking ice. O'Day will give to his defensive partner, and the rail yard Dawgs will look to settle. Behind the net, Roanoke will hold the puck. Under 6:30 to go now. Late into the zone off the backhand of Mac Jansen. One-man pressure from Nenadal. Cleared all the way around the boards by Pulaski, and Fayetteville breaks it out cleanly. FX Girard with speed down the near wing. A backhander wide of the far goal post. Held in by Don Oliveri. Feeds it off the body of Travis Armstrong, and he'll get a little bit of help as Roanoke corrals the puck. Josh Nenadal pushes the puck up ice. Carter Struthers chasing it. No icing it. Never reached the goal line. Struthers now stick handling in back of Pulaski. Under 6 minutes to go in the hockey game. Carter Struthers has a long look up ice. Still hanging on to the puck in back of Pulaski. Finds Don Oliveri on the near wing boards. He'll flip it sky high. Handcuffs Armstrong. Chance coming the other way as it's laid deep by Tanner Fraze. Shane Bednard, far side corner, will get some help from Marley Quince. Bednard and Quince jockeying after the puck. Chris Vella there to knock it free for Roanoke. He finds Travis Armstrong, the rail yard Dawgs captain. Armstrong, hound dog, turned it over on his backhand. It never got outside the zone. Bednard, far boards, tries to lay it low, intercepted. Now a chance for Billy Vizzo down the far wing. He cuts into the slot, rocked by Alexis Girard, and then Marley Quince run in too hard by Billy Vizzo. Puck is taken by Roanoke, brought ahead to the near wing boards. The pass intended for Brady Hepner runs long. This is icing. 4:54 to go in the third period. We go down the stretch in Roanoke when we come back.
Marksman fans, you've waited over 18 months, but on Saturday, October 30th at 6 p.m., your Fayetteville Marksmen return to the Crown Coliseum. Join us before the game at the Crown Complex Plaza to enjoy our Halloween bash with trick-or-treating, games, and music. And then we take on the Macon Mayhem at 6 p.m. A post-game skate follows that Saturday night action. Skate to marksmanhockey.com and click the Tickets tab to secure yours today.
It's been a dandy of a hockey game to this point. 1-0 is the score. 4:54 to go in this third period. Drew Blevins alongside you from Berglund Center in Roanoke. Face off to the blocker side of Austin Rodebush. Dan Bremner looking for his team to have a third period comeback, something they were not able to achieve last weekend. Taylor McCloy will take the draw for Fayetteville. He'll go against Brant Sherwood for Roanoke. It's a win by the rail yard Dawgs. Push back for Billy Vizzo. Looks wide now. Bryce Martin flings it ahead looking for Hepner off of a couple of skates. Fayetteville punches it back. Vizzo getting off as there was an icing prior to that whistle, so no line change. But a much needed break for the rail yard Dawgs. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the third period of this hockey game. Kick to the far side wall off the stick of Brant Sherwood and out of play. Marksmen out shooting Roanoke 24-21 in the hockey game. Fayetteville 9 shots on goal this period, Roanoke only 4, and we told you that was a pride of Corey Melkert's squad as they had excellent conditioning. A bouncing puck will be shot in on goal. Pulaski makes the save in the butterfly and sweeps it into the trapezoid. Picked up there by the marksman. Drake Glover throws a block and moves the puck to Matt McNair. He's 2-on-1 if he hurries. Gerard looking into the middle for McNair. Pushed just wide. That pass effective on the way through. Now Glover's shot. Testing the short side but misses wide. McNair at the far wing. Skates to the middle blue line. And now will drop a pass that Roanoke will eventually intercept as it bounces in back of Austin Rodebush. Moved up ice and chipped into the zone by Nenadal, but it is high over the glass and out of play. 3:51 to go third period. We'll keep an eye on Austin Rodebush and let you know if Dan Bremner is looking to use that timeout. Face-off comes back out to center. That's where the puck was last touched. Jeff Jones will square off against Shane Bednard, and Bednard wins it. Fayetteville has it near wing. Struthers punished by Mac Jansen. Fayetteville dumps it in. Behind the goal line. Roanoke the first team to it. Peeled off the near board. Struthers takes it at the red line. Still on that near side kick play. Brought ahead by Marley Quince, who's had a really good hockey game so far. Quince is able to push it forward. Travis Armstrong sends it all the way around. Now up to the point. Oliveri winds and fires. Save made. Big rebound on the backhand. Tanner Fraze with Austin Rodebush out of the net. Has to feed it to Oliveri. Aggressive play made by Rodebush. Now headman along. Jansen had it. Nenadal gets back onside. A rolling puck taken by Jeff Jones as he looks to move it into the near corner. Taken away by Oliveri, who spanks it off the far glass and all the way down. Armstrong double times it up the ice for Roanoke. He shoots it into Pulaski, who thought about playing it, and now will crouch to his knees and cover. And if you're Dan Bremner, you're playing the risk game. 2:53 to go in the third period. You do not know how many whistles are left. And we've seen some long stretches of play here, and that's exactly what Fayetteville would love to see. A lot of time roll off on this face-off. Vela removed from the face-off circle. Face-off to the glove side of Pulaski. Won by Roanoke. Vela knocked off the puck by Harrison Harper. Billy Vizzo there to help out, but Taylor Best gets the better of him. Sent up ice over the stick of Bryce Martin. Roanoke has it at the red line. Skated up ice by Matt O'Day. Shovels to the near wing. Vela's shot punched out by Pulaski. 2:30 to go in the third period. Marksmen have the puck. A backhand pass to the near boards given to Taylor Best. He gains the blue line and dumps it in. Fire wagon change coming for the Marksmen. 2:20 to go in the third. A headman play all the way up ice. It's Vizzo struggling to control the puck. Jarrett Cupp onto it for Fayetteville. He finds Marley Quince, bringing it up the left wing side boards. Gains the blue line, shoots it in. Behind the net, Travis Armstrong will wipe it along the kick plate line held by Bednard. A long shot off a body on the way through, deflects wide far corner. Travis Armstrong the first to it. He turns into the middle off the body of Marley Quince. Now diving to make the play is Vizzo. Did it hit anything on the way out? Shoves it center. Don Oliveri getting into it with Sean Leonard. Oliveri wants to know why that's not a delay of game penalty. And that's at the official's discretion. Twofold here. If it hits something on the way out, that negates the penalty. If it goes out over the bench and the referee deems that it would have hit the glass if glass is there, also not a penalty. And I think that's what Derek Boehm is saying to Don Oliveri. So the face-off will stay in Marksman attacking ice. 1:56 to go third period. Tanner Fraze's goal is the difference right now, 1-0. Fayetteville in the driver's seat. It's won by Roanoke. They'll hold below the goal line. A poor pass. Tanner Fraze onto the puck for the Marksmen. He gives it to Bednar, who fires a quick wrist shot. Rodebush wasn't quite ready for it, but he takes it off the body and fights it off. C.J. Stubbs pushes it up ice. Hard hit on Brody Hepner, and now Pulaski shoots it out as Rodebush was halfway out of his net. 90 seconds to go in regulation. Brady Hepner got rocked on what would have been a partial breakaway. Cleared all the way down off a stick, no icing. Pulaski shoots it around the near boards. Out of his net goes Austin Rodebush. Headman play by Fayetteville. Shot toward the empty net by McCloy, but it's blocked by Mac Jansen. Roanoke settling the pace. 70 seconds to go in the third period now. Travis Armstrong pushes to the far boards. Mac Jansen dumps it in. Pulaski stops it on his backhand. Fayetteville to it. Cleared all the way around, but the line is held by Jansen. Near side boards. Jansen to Stubbs. Back for Jansen. His pass knocked away by Marley Quince. 50 seconds to go in the third period. C.J. Stubbs brings it in down the near side wing. Stubbs cannot get around Struthers. Jeff Jones takes up the fight. He brings it back up to the point. Jansen holding with space. Pushes wide. This is Sean Leonard to the point. Jones. Now Jansen looking for a lane. His shot off of the shin pad blocked by Struthers. 30 seconds to go in the game. Sean Leonard's shot deflects high up in the air. Fayetteville the first team to it. They'll send it all the way down the ice. They may have a man ahead. McNair, it's going into the empty net. It doesn't matter. Fayetteville will win for a second time in Roanoke on the long empty net goal. .23 seconds remaining in the third period. Fayetteville puts this one on ice. I think that goal is going to belong to Drake Glover. He will move into the team lead in the goal scoring category with 3. Fayetteville is going to vie for the top spot in the SPHL with a win here in Roanoke tonight. Laid up ice by Bryce Martin. Now the only thing left is making sure you play a little bit of defense for a guy who has stopped every shot he's faced this season except for the first one. 5 seconds to go in the hockey game. Puck out at center. You can chalk this one up as a Marksman shutout W. Jason Pulaski will have a shutout to his resume as the black, white, and orange will surround their goaltender. A 2-0 win for Fayetteville here in Virginia's Blue Ridge tonight. Let's step aside for these messages from our corporate partners. Coming back on the other side, we'll have our Bubba's 33 3 stars. This is Marksman Hockey.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Marksman fans, you've waited over 18 months, but on Saturday, October 30th at 6 p.m., your Fayetteville Marksmen return to the Crown Coliseum. Join us before the game at the Crown Complex Plaza to enjoy our Halloween bash with trick-or-treating, games, and music. And then we take on the Macon Mayhem at 6 p.m. A post-game skate follows that Saturday night action. Skate to marksmanhockey.com and click the Tickets tab to secure yours today.
Well, that's one where you're going to need to fall back into your couch or wherever you're watching from and catch your breath. An outstanding hockey game that we just witnessed here in Virginia's Blue Ridge tonight as we present to you the Bubba's 3 Stars. From bold burgers and handcrafted pizzas, Bubba's has made from scratch food for all. Come enjoy the fresh-made difference in the Westwood Shopping Center. Third star of tonight's game is the guy who has the game-winning goal. That's Tanner Fraze's first goal of the season. It came 7:43 into the third period. The second star is Austin Rodebush, who ends the game with 25 saves on 27 shots. And the first star of the hockey game, the man of the hour with the shutout, 22 saves on 22 shots, is Jason Pulaski. We put this game on reset for you now. This was another one of those really sloggy games that you didn't know what to make of it. And at the end of the day, these defensive slugfests can be a whole lot of fun. This one certainly had more chances than last Friday's game that we saw. And in the first period, we saw both teams have a power play opportunity. Neither team does anything with it. Both teams go 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Through the second period, things did not get nearly as physical as we had seen them get in Game 1 between these two squads. But I think overall you take away from this that the Marksmen are a team that will beat you in the third period. This is twice that they have unleashed in the final frame of play. They are now outscoring their opponents 6-0 throughout the third period. Every goal that the Marksmen have scored has come in the final frame of play. It's Tanner Fraze to sneak one under the arm of Austin Rodebush, 7:43 into the third period, with an assist to Shane Bednard, his first point of the season. And the empty net goal to Drake Glover, who has his third goal of the season and is now the team leader in the category. Final shots on goal for you. In the third period, the Marksmen explode for 12 shots on net for a game total of 27. Roanoke held to just 5 for a game total of 22. Let's step aside one more time. We'll be right back to Berglund Center to wrap this one up and put a bow on it for you with the final, the Fayetteville Marksmen 2, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs 0. Back after this.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
A Marksman winner in Roanoke, Virginia tonight. For the final time, we welcome you back to Berglund Center. And really, you're starting to see this Marksman team have a lot of character, and they haven't played a home game yet. But this is a team that is going to stay in with any punch that you can throw at them early on in a hockey game. They've already proved that they can answer the physical bell. If there's a physical bell that needs to be answered, they'll drop the gloves, they'll fight with you. And ultimately, they're going to beat you in the third period. And when you've got a team early on in a season that has already done it twice, it becomes really like clockwork when you have to do it later on in the season. Now up next for the Fayetteville Marksmen is a game in Macon, Georgia, where the Macon Mayhem will open their home portion of the season. At last check, they were down to Peoria 3-0 heading toward the end of the first period from Illinois. But Fayetteville's going to get a look at a new team. It's not going to be in the same familiarity. It's a different style of play, and it's really a lot different than facing Macon in years past, where you've known what the head coach is going to look like. You've known what this team is going to look like. And now with Zach Desjardins at the helm, you're really forced to do a lot more pre-scouting to find out what his system's going to be in Macon and how you're going to tangle with the Mayhem. And the other ingredient you add is this is not going to be a one-off weekend next weekend, as now you head into the meat of the season, where Fayetteville will play Friday on the road, then Saturday at home, and then the weekend after is where things really get to be more difficult, because you'll go to Knoxville on November 5th. That's a Friday, before returning home Saturday and Sunday, the 6th and 7th, to play against the Ice Bears at home. Folks, plain and simple, hockey season's upon us. The Fayetteville Marksmen have staked their claim as one of the best teams in the SPHL. That'll do it for us tonight from Berglund Center in Roanoke, Virginia. The final score one more time: the Fayetteville Marksmen 2, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs 0. Thanks so much for joining us on the Marksman Radio Network and Hockey TV. Until next Friday from Macon, I'm Drew Blevins. Good night.